Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm gonna toss it over to Wizard. Take it.
Hi guys, welcome. I am Caitlin and I will be your game master for this evening. We are running Dragon Age RPG. This is our 4th session, I believe. Ooh. So it's really exciting. And with me tonight, I have...
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Navi, the Circle Mage Elf who grabbed the wrong character sheet.
Circle Mage Elf Navi. She's good.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I said the things.
For some reason, I thought there was more words to come to that. I don't know why.
It's midnight. Here
yeah.
I'm short and sweet.
That's fine. I'm Cody Stone. I'm playing Leonid Aurelian, the Navaran adventurer, fighter, warrior berserker. So I had more words there for some
Grey
reason.
Warden. Did you
Grey
say that?
Warden. I always leave out the Grey Warden part. That's
Come
really the cool
on.
part. That's the
important part.
I buried the lead on that one. I'm so sorry, guys. My bad.
I'm Megan, and I'm playing Miran Belore, the Dalish elf rogue.
And I'm Matthew, and I'm playing Tarzian, the Tevinter mage.
Thanks. So welcome. Do we have any announcements that we need to make?
A week from yesterday, during our next Wildmount game, we're going to be doing another giveaway. Stay tuned on all of our social medias to find out the parameters for entering that giveaway. Thank you to everyone who entered our DM pin giveaway. We had another local streaming channel win just by the roll of the dice, so they're natural 20 indeed. They are quite lucky. So that is a good time. No, she said Dalish, not Danish. It is a Dragon Age thing. Just wanted to clear that up before we moved on. So there's that. And we are still we're still pushing that Patreon. We've got new content coming out. Last week we released a new archetype. This week we are releasing another one. So if you're not already a member for even $1 of our Patreon, make sure you do so because there's some really great content out there. Some early access to some videos went up this week. You're always entered in our giveaways. It is all a good time. What else we got, fam? What is up?
I mean, you're running midnight tomorrow, or have you decided?
Yeah, we are. Tomorrow, we had a long week, and Cody was very candid with the audience and players on Monday, which I appreciate. I'll echo a little bit of what he said. It was, we believe it's Mental Health Awareness Month, if I'm not mistaken, and in awareness of that, Cody has been having a little bit of a struggle as a person. So all current shows are kind of at the mercy of if he has the energy to run them or not. So as of right now, the plan is to run midnight tomorrow night, but we've had a couple of very, very rough days with some external factors and some company stuff and some business stresses. So he may choose to down it, but as of right now, the plan is to run midnight tomorrow. Yeah. And that is always a good thing.
And if anything changes on that regard, where can they find more information?
They can find information on, well, first our Discord, because they're always the first to know. Usually they're the first to know. Sometimes we just get excited and move on. But social media, all the socials, and there are all of the links, literally everywhere you can possibly. 7. There's 7 places to follow us.
Links.
So many links. That's also how many ways you can be entered into follower giveaways is 7. So we got it on Twitch, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. And all the things. Plus Darklink, which is the Discord. No.
No,
not Darklink. What? So yeah, that's always a good time. Cody actually is been coming up with some fun TikTok ideas that we think all of our D&D fans will relate to.
Oh, fun.
Some dice shaming content.
Remember, because I was rewatching last week, we talked about Deadmau5's weird stepbrother.
Yes! Thank you! Yes, we gotta do that! Thank you for the reminder!
It was with the panda head. I don't know what it was. Bear or something.
It was Panda Bear with the E is a 3 or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, it was some. Yeah,
I remember that the E was a 3. I don't remember what like.
I don't know what the adjective was. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what
crap. We'll have to. I'll have to scan back.
Witty name was, and I'm very upset.
We were so cute.
Because there were only a couple of good things that I said last session, and that was one of the two.
Then that's on you to remember because
that one and Holla Back. Holla and
the Back Girls. Holla and the Back Girls for sure was the best.
Was
the best thing you've ever said. You peaked. That was the funniest you will ever be.
It's all downhill from here.
In any case, Meg is also working on editing some brand new stuff for our YouTube channel specifically. Do you want to tell the people a little bit about that, or you want me to just rant about Marissa's wonderfulness? Because I can do so.
She's my love. Let me do it.
Yes.
I have a very good friend, Marissa. I think she's Marissa Mixology on Twitter and Instagram. I can't. Oh God. So far, this plug is going great.
She is on Instagram. She's Marissa Mixology on Instagram.
Okay. She is a very skilled restaurateur and bartender, and she has created cocktails based on our Disasters characters. They are absolutely delicious. We sampled them whilst we were filming responsibly. And like some really, really interesting combinations, like a cinnamon-infused margarita, I think, was one of them.
Yeah, she teaches you how to infuse, but like, it's stupid easy. Like anyone can do these drinks.
Infusing seems intimidating once you kind of know
what to do. It's actually not that hard. And the theme for the Disasters, at least for right now, is cocktails in the time of COVID. So all of the ingredients are things that you can find in a restaurant, in a grocery store, at an ABC if you have one near you, or a gas station. And nothing gets too crazy. And we do use blue curacao, but it happens like every other drink. So the idea is that if you do have to buy an extra bottle of something that you don't use all the time, it's not just going to sit on your, it's not going to be the peach schnapps sitting under the cupboard.
Who's just leaving their peach schnapps and not putting it in everything? You monsters!
Well, what you're supposed to do with peach schnapps is you buy it for one drink, you let it go, and then when you have kids, they find it, and that's what they start drinking on.
Exactly. That's the cycle.
That is actually it. Yes.
That is the cycle that all bottles of peach schnapps are born and meant to be.
I think I grew up wrong.
I mean, yes.
Thank you.
We weren't gonna say it on air, but since you opened that door, I guess.
Thank you so much. I feel loved and appreciated.
There is some like teen kids book or play that I can't remember what it was, but they drink peach schnapps. Do you know what that is, Meg?
I don't know, but I remember when I was a kid that peach schnapps was a thing. And because we had some, which was very, very odd because we were a dry house. But there were some peach schnapps just like stuck under the fancy tablecloths that I found one day whilst looking for, I wasn't really looking for it. I just sort of found it, didn't really know what it was. But I remember peach schnapps being a gateway drug in something, but it was never discussed in an after-school special type way like fucking everything else was. It wasn't like weed and then you're gonna start killing people or anything. It was just very much like, oh, come on over, we're gonna do my parents' peach schnapps or something. I don't remember what it was, but I feel like
Yeah, I remember. I feel like there was some play, and I don't think it was a book. I think it was a play that someone was like, "We found the peach schnapps, and we're 12-year-olds, and we're drinking it because that's just what you do."
What?
Yeah, it was weird. It was like one of those things where it was like they're drinking, but they weren't drinking hard liquor or beer or anything. It was like it was just right. It was fine. So it was just peach schnapps, and you use it for cooking, which is why you can get around it. It's the Christmas drink.
Peach schnapps for cooking.
You use it in like some Christmas recipes, like some pies or something.
Fucking weird. Use real peaches. Drink that shit. Come on.
See, I was very confused as a child watching Anne of Green Gables for the first time because I didn't understand what raspberry cordial was. Because I grew up in a dry house. I grew up in a Mormon house. I'd never heard the word cordial. As far as I knew, there were 2 types of alcohol in the world, wine and beer. That was it. There was no other alcohol. That was it. I didn't know there was more. And I was like, what's wrong with her? Is she sick? And my parents tried to explain it as she drank something that had gone bad, that she wasn't supposed to drink. And I was like, oh no, okay. And I was afraid of jelly and jam for a very long time after that because that's what I thought it was. So like, talk to your kids about cordial before they turn up.
I guess technically all alcohol is drinking something that has gone bad.
It's gone bad. They were not wrong.
They weren't lying.
Yeah, they weren't lying. I just would have described it a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stronger wine because it's essentially what a cordial is anyway.
Yeah.
I love, there's this Tumblr post or something that is, it's, what is it? What's her name? Diana's inner monologue when she's drunk off her ass on raspberry cordial. And it's amazing. Welcome back!
Oh, you have a Gur shirt. That's so cute.
It is! You gotta make biscuits! My dad watched a compilation video when YouTube was still brand new of all these Gur moments, and he looked at it and he goes, someone just followed you around the house and made a cartoon of you, and I don't know how they did it, but it's you. And I was like, I've never related more to an alien robot. I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. We did discuss, this is an important announcement to make. Here in Orlando, life is starting to try to pretend to find a way. So please stay closely posted and aware of our social media stuff because we are going to be announcing, like, on a slow rollout, what games will be coming back to in person, what games are going to be downed or extended, which games are going to stay remote, like, while we try to keep our team safe. So all of you who are local or watching and like keeping tabs on the world as a whole, just please be aware that we are keeping an eye on it as well. And safety and health is our first concern for all of our players, but we're also trying to make sure that we take care of, we just want to take care of everybody. And sometimes that means emotionally and socially as well. So we're not going to keep everyone forced locked up longer than we have to, but also we don't want anyone to die. So we're finding a balance. Doom made me think of that because Gloomhaven was the first game we discussed because there's only 3 or 4 players a night, like by design.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably one of the safer things to bring back early.
Yeah, we did it pretty well social distancing that last time.
Yeah.
But like Disasters, we are going to stay remote because more players are better for the big games, and we'd have to only have 4 people at a table for safety reasons, and we can't do that with Disasters. We are doing really well with 4 or 5 players per night. So like that one will stay localized and remote.
And like you said, we'll make announcements about that on all of the socials for whenever those discussions do happen.
And step one
follow
is
us on all of those socials that were put in the chat earlier. And you will be updated on all of the things.
Yeah, and as I was trying to say while I muted myself, Matthew is correct. The big first step in that is discussing it with the team. So we have some thoughts and ideas, but one, they need to be comfortable with it, and we need to be comfortable with it. But we're going to keep bringing you awesome games as we do. So I apologize if I delayed us any longer than we needed to.
Okay.
But
we talked about peach schnapps and cordials. So
and Anne of Green Gables.
Well, that is a favored topic among, I know, at least the Caitlins and Megan. I don't know where Matthew sits on the Anne of Green Gables.
I have not consumed.
Right, well,
so
I mean.
What?
Gilbert Blythe can get it.
Gilbert Blythe can just, fucking get it.
On that note, we are going to move into our Thetis, that's what that's called, and our Dragon Age. So our intrepid adventurers left off. They have traveled back in time to 732 Storm. They're trying to figure out how to get back to the future. Dun dun dun.
Oh, forward to the present.
Forward to the present.
To avoid copyright.
And they're also trying to find their missing friends. They have 3 people that they have realized have been scattered throughout history. So they're not just hoping to do a one-time time jump. They're trying to do it a few times so they can get people back where they need to be.
We're doing a time heist.
Also, have we discussed whether or not we're gonna be? So, like, are we just gonna do 4 time jumps total? 1 to right now to pick up Rolfonso, 1 to go pick up Bethany, and 1 to go pick up Hawk and then home? Or are we doing like a pick them up, drop them off, pick them up, drop them off type deal? Do we know yet?
We do not. We do not know yet. I think figuring out how
to travel at all
is step 1. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, we
gotta actually do it.
Yeah, we gotta pick a travel agent first.
Are we stuck here forever?
Yeah.
So they met Dirthanon, one of the Evanoris, and he basically told them to find what year their people are in, essentially. He also told them to find Master Pavis, who is in Tevinter, and tell them how he could help. He just said find him, because Evanoris are awesome like that. So they traveled to Tevinter via a transport amulet that they have 1 charge left on, but they think that it just transports through time or space, not time. And they went to Magister Illyrium's house, and that is where we left off. They looked in Illyrium's slaves to see if Rolfonso was there. He was not, but they did know that he was purchased about 10 years ago, along with another lady. And then our 2 ladies, Navi and Ram, are trying to entertain the Magister and the Master in the basement while the guys go snooping.
Indeed, and we also found out that Master Pavis has a device that is very similar to the space travel thingy that we were given, and that his won't work for some reason, and so he's just trying to pump it full of blood, which is a very Tevinter thing to do. The
most Tevinter problem solving ever.
That's right. He did get a design for a device in a dream. It was given to him in the Fane, but it is not yet complete. It is missing a crystalline component, but it does not seem to be a crystal, nor does it seem to be a diamond. Those are the 2 things that they tried. And they are currently preparing 400 slaves to be sacrificed on the field of glory to try to empower this amulet and make it work.
Yeah, thinking outside of the box was thinking, have you tried no blood?
Yeah, that was...
I liked that part. It was funny.
It was...
Have you tried not blood?
Twas met with much disdain.
It was not blood. It wasn't no blood. It was, have you tried not blood?
That's fair.
I forgot about that.
That is the Tevinter pyramid of elements: blood and not blood.
That's true.
They have such a weird food pyramid.
It's really just 2 equal. It's really just a pyramid square. Blood, not blood.
Huh.
All right, so I think we're gonna pick up, or we did pick up with Leonid
walking in on the lesbians. That was the phraseology we used, is you always want to walk in on the lesbians.
Right. And Leonid and Arnold and Tarzian are going to come downstairs and see Navi and Ram doing something.
I try and recover my utter confusion as quickly as possible.
I would like to make a willpower self-discipline check, not to just go. God damn it! What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Just now that I've tied this to a mechanic, I realize I have made a terrible choice. But we're gonna toss some dice.
That's okay.
Yeah, not the worst. 14.
I mean, you're the one that said, you got to keep the blinders on. You got to keep doing what you're doing.
I did say that. Yeah. So I defer to the master.
You do.
As I was trying to look at Tarjian, not my crotch, but I realized on the camera there's somebody between us. That got weird. It's Friday night, kids. It's after 8.
You gotta do the lean forward and down. That makes it clear you're looking around Megan. There you go.
Got it. Understood. Thank you, guys.
I will just come now. Enough of that.
So sorry, Master. So sorry. We were entertaining the important men as you taught us.
Oh no, I understand. However,
Good.
My business is done here. Therefore,
Excellent.
So is yours.
So Navi will. Okay, done with the business arrangement. She'll just shake Maram's hand, and as they go, just slap her on the ass. Good game. Good.
Very quietly in Elvish, she's like, you gotta have to learn how to be a better servant, man. You suck at this.
I think we established last week all 3 of you suck at being servants.
We are so bad at it.
To be fair, we also established that Tarzian is not a great slaver.
Yeah, that's valid. We fit the bill,
I maintain that the mark of a good servant is knowing what the master wants before they know they want it themselves. So it's not my fault that they just hadn't caught up to the lesbian moment. But
Really? I just wanted to know where the secret entrances and exits were.
so did I.
I just wanted to save the world. I just want to get back.
You're not allowed to go downstairs. You're not allowed to see the servants' entrances.
I know.
Okay, so, you guys are heading up. Are you doing anything with Pavis at the moment?
Did he give us a specific time and really just a time for when the whole ordeal at the Fields of Glory was supposed to happen?
He did not, but you can ask him.
Yeah, that's before I leave, Master Pavis, when exactly did you say that this event was going to occur at the Fields of Glory?
Tonight. We're gonna do it around 10.
All right. I just wanted to make sure so that I could be there. And can I, as we're leaving, can I do a quick, brain rack of history and check and see if this 400-person slaughter is, a thing in history, or if this is supposed to be this never happened, so maybe stop it.
Are we supposed to stop it or not, basically? If we don't know that it was a thing,
Or is it just Tuesday into Venter?
Yeah, well, and I was thinking, this slaughter might be the thing that launches the Pavises into Magister territory sort of thing, so, that's kind of what I want to check for, because obviously a slaughter at the Fields is a Tuesday, but,
But 400, I mean,
exactly.
That
400 is a little
exorbitant, but I could be wrong. So,
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
Cunning history lore?
Yes.
Okay. I do not have that. However, my cunning will. Oh, and I rolled fucking great. 10, 16, 18 with 6 stunt points.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s and a 4. So.
Yeah. So 400 is a lot, but it's not excessive. The big magisters from the day, you were looking at numbers in the thousands that they were slaughtering to get their power. So it's no, it hasn't. If it was important, it wasn't important enough to last 200 years.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Tight. Do any of the servants or the Magister or Master Pavis do anything as we're leaving, or are we just see you at 10?
As you guys are heading out and Arnold's walking with you, Magister Illyrium will turn towards you and say, "Are you sure you don't want to give them up?"
Oh, these 3? No, not today. Perhaps if this doesn't work out tonight, we can come to some sort of arrangement. But until then, I would prefer to keep these 3 with me.
All right. Just be prepared to, throw them in the lot tonight if you need to.
Well, we'll see what happens. If it doesn't seem like 403 is the magic number, then I don't really. We'll see what happens, but,
Good enough. Yes, you shall be on your way. I shall see you later this evening.
Indeed. Have a nice night. See you at 10-ish.
No, 10 o'clock. Sharp on.
Well, you know how us Tevinters are. 10 o'clock, sharp on. And we leave.
And Arnold will walk you out the door and say, have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Will do. Taxi, whistle.
So, where are you headed next?
What time is it now?
It's about like 4 or 5. You got a good chunk of time if you wanted to do something.
Girl, we ain't gonna be able to rest before the fucking Fields of Glory.
Oh, okay. I'll let you rest. I will.
Thank
I'll
God.
let you rest.
Thank you. We need those.
It could be noon.
Okay.
Yes, you can try to find a inn and take a long rest.
Okay, perfect. That would be my initial instinct. Do any of the 3 of you have any other thoughts?
I think the only other lead we had was, and forgive me, I seem to have misplaced the guy's name. Could we beg it from the GM? A different name, a different guy, or just
yeah, we can do a different guy. I can't remember the name either.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible human.
No, that's on me because in my games.
Yeah, we should have taken notes. To be fair,
I don't. I insist that my players write down people's names because I will forget it or lose it. So, there was something like a Duke in there. It was a Dulce, a Dookie, or not Dookie, but Dulce.
It probably wasn't Dookie.
I mean, Seminole album.
I mean, he is a little bit of a shithead from what we know, but
it was definitely.
I'm trying to remember.
With like D.
You know what? We'll just go with Dracus.
Dracus.
Was that it?
It was.
I mean,
close.
maybe. I don't know. It's my brain, so it might have come out of my same brain twice.
I think that was it.
It's in the neighborhood, if not actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Alright.
So, Magister Dracus.
Cool. Magister
Perfect.
Dracus.
Do we want to do in just to grab a room? and then consider going to Magister Dracus tonight, or do we want to do Magister Dracus?
You guys need the rest. As far as I understand, your magic points are...
I'm fine.
Okay.
I know Navi needs the rest.
Navi needs the rest.
For MP. I don't necessarily know if we will fight over at Magister Dracus, but I would anticipate one if we are trying to take his slave.
Well, first let's figure out if he has the slave.
Well, that's true. That too.
So, I would normally not suggest splitting the party, but I don't suppose we have time to rest, go to Dracus, and then go to the Fields of Victory, do we? Do we think we do?
So the one thing that you actually do know is that these things are spectacles, even if they're not historically noteworthy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he might be there.
Yeah. And how, are these spectacles like a state fair where you set up a thing 3 days before, like you set up your lawn chair 3 days beforehand to make sure you have a good spot? Or are they like movie theater, like you get a ticket and find a seat anyway? Like, how early should we anticipate having to be at this thing if it's at noon?
So it is sort of like Tokyo Disney. So you come in during the day, you put down your mat for the fireworks at night, you go ride all the other rides, and then you come back to your mat.
Okay.
They don't necessarily do these huge blood sacrifices anymore, but just by being Tavine and their extraness, as you know, the ones who are important, like you're talking like the top 1% senior royal family members of the Magisterium, they already have places pre-assigned, like traditionally.
They have box 5.
The ones who are who are already in the Magisterium and are trying to raise their profile will vie for positions, will send their slaves there early to try to get next to the magisters that they are trying to impress.
Sure.
And then everyone else, it's kind of like a free-for-all.
Tokyo Disney, but with blood.
All right. Well, so what do you guys think? Do you think we should, because I'm of the mind that unfortunately we might need to go check and see if he has Rolfonso tonight before we rest. Maybe not grab Rolfonso, but at least check it out.
Yeah, if we're not doing a coup tonight, and we think he'll be all right for one more evening, we could check if he's there, get some rest, make a plan in the morning, or go for it in the morning.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just that he's not in the field of death
blood
tonight.
Sacrifice, yes. That he's not about to be a passenger on Blood Splash Mountain.
Yes, and I do. The only reason I would consider trying to grab him tonight was Magister Illyrium's. It wasn't Illyrium, was it? Mm-hmm. Magister Illyrium's parting words, asking me if I wanted to give the 3 of you up. I worry that he might call on some of the magisters to donate their slaves during the event. And I worry that Magister Dracus might comply and Rolfonso might be unlucky.
Well, we can grab him and teleport away.
Also, this is just from the briefest.
This is true.
The briefest amount of time spent in your fine homeland. Your people are a bit about weird dramatic gestures and pageantry. Don't you think he'll have them donate, like, asking the group at large who wants to bring forth their slaves? I don't think it's going to be a quiet, secretive thing. If I were him, I'd make a big show of whoever was donating their slaves to me.
Oh, absolutely. Which means that us grabbing him during that
would be
an even larger spectacle.
It may be, but I don't think. I don't think he's going to do it. Yeah.
By magisters upon magisters upon magisters.
Agreed. I only meant that I don't think he's at risk of just quietly sending a messenger around tonight.
No.
That was my point. Yes, good. Okay, same page. Good.
No, I just worry that if he offers him up tomorrow, we won't necessarily be able to stop it.
I'm gonna offer you a hint at this moment.
Okay.
Yes, you might not be able to stop it now, but you do know where he's been.
Oh, that's right. Time travel. Time heist.
Oh, but we don't even know how to fucking time travel yet, bruh.
But if we learn tonight, then we will travel back to the not now.
That's true. We can travel back 2 years ago whenever he was getting picked up by Magister Dracus and buy him instead. And free him that way.
Yeah, he was in the slave market 10 years ago.
Or 10, that's what I meant, 10, not 2. All right.
Just because I don't think y'all are ready to fight 30 magisters.
No,
yes,
we're really... And that was the thing, I was like, I don't...
What?
What, Megan?
After a nap, we will be.
She makes a fucking point.
Fair.
I can just start spirit healing and just keep y'all up for ages.
With that in my armor, I will go put on the good. I've got the good.
I think you have the good armor on, don't you?
With a cloak over it. Yeah.
Yeah, with a fancy cloak over it.
I mean, I know magic is a lot of piercing, but I
fuck it.
I am tough. I am tough to kill.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we're fine. We can just take on all 30 magisters and maybe their slaves. Kill them all. Wipe out Tevinter before it even happens.
Hold on. Here's the question.
Solid plan.
Are either of our mages a knight enchanter? Because if so, what are we even talking about? Why have you not conquered?
No, they're not OP like that.
I mean, I'm close. I'm the Origins version. I'm an arcane knight. I have the ability to sword. But it's not, the Knight Enchanter is not a thing for a couple of games.
But it's not a spectral sword. It's a real sword.
It is a real sword.
It's a real sword and real armor.
It's not the same thing.
It's not like you just pull a sword out of your ass and fight a dragon with it because...
I mean, it would be very uncomfortable, but theoretically...
You don't know that. You don't know what pocket dimension that sword is actually living in there.
Fair
okay?
Enough. Fair enough.
This.
If Diana, the Amazon queen, could fucking hold a sword between her ass cheeks in that dress, I can pull a sword out of wherever. Someone did the math, Megan, of her sword in Wonder Woman, like where it is against her spine, that she had to be holding her whole body to clench that blade in place.
I'll find it.
Yes.
It's
amazing.
Why are you hurt? Talk to me, friend. Let's get you through this dark time. There's no reason to start doing that math. Can't we just accept it? Like, I don't know. Sometime maybe they had double-sided tape.
Found it. It is now
in World War I? Nah.
It is now in the meme team.
Not even on Themyscira. Enjoy.
I thought it was like tucked into a.
I literally think that someone would have seen that sword. Someone would have seen it. Someone looked at her back and said, "There's a thing of metal.
There's a sword there."
Here's the justification, because I have this annoying habit of filling in plot holes. I think, based on the fact that it came from this island that magically hid all the time, that it had a little bit of that left in it, and it hid exactly when it needed to, so nobody else could see it, like Themyscira itself.
You fucking child. If you're going to start bringing magic into a Wonder Woman conversation, then I don't even know.
Then is this even?
So,
all right, let's rest and then go steal a time travel amulet.
Yes. Yeah. So do we just like abandon trying to get Ralfonso before time traveling?
In this timeline, we may just have to watch him die and then grab the thing and get back 10 years and stop him from dying.
Guys,
Alright.
he may already be dead if he was bought 10 years ago.
I think he is.
And the dude was like, well, I don't keep him alive that long. We can ask, but if I'm wrong, we will try to figure it out. But
also, if we don't save him now, but instead save him 10 years ago,
he will have never been.
He's
in
just
that
10 years younger.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's fine.
Yep.
He gets 10 years of his life back. So
you're welcome.
Yeah. To an inn.
To the inn. To the wall.
Thank you. I was about to do that. All you mages crawl.
So, what level of inn would you like?
Master?
My servant with the gold. Tell me how much gold do you want me to spend?
How much gold have we spent? That's a good question.
No, you spent 50 gold to buy potions. In the very first session.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we spent 1 gold.
And we got clothes when we got to Tevinter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to round it all up. Of our 500, say we've probably spent 60, 65.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So let's say 60 if we can, like, I don't know, a 4 or 5 gold in, one for each of us, and a meal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's expensive by the rest of the world's taste, but average by Tevinter prices, so...
I would assume so.
Go ahead.
So you're going to walk probably, I'm going to say about 10 blocks out to try to find a middling range one.
Here's a question. What is the price range around the field for the inns in that area?
That's going to be pretty low. The Field of Glory is in not a nice part of town because they don't want to smell that shit. So it's just...
Okay.
Sure.
What's the price range of the part of town we're in now?
For 4 of you, you're probably looking at about like 30
gold.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. We're going to the 5 gold neighborhood.
Yes, please.
Like where you're in now?
We would or
the one with 5 gold for all 4 of you.
For all 4. Total.
For all 4.
Okay.
5 gold total.
Okay, so you're going to like the lower parts of town.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So, do you want to grab a cab or do you want to just walk and see what you can find because you don't really have a destination?
We'll walk.
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps there's a place to buy additional potions and or items along the way.
Is there a potion seller?
Is there?
I mean, there's one in chat. So.
Okay, so you walk for probably a good 20-30 minutes. As you walk, the houses get significantly less grand, a little bit more run down, a little bit more haphazard in how they are established. So like where Magister Illyrium's house was very much like, this is a house, this is its yard, this is its stable, this is it. So they're not estates, but they're a little bit bigger than anything else in the city. They have some land, and then as you get closer to the edges of and outskirts of Minrathous, you find them like more townhouses, and then you'll get more to apartment buildings and projects. So do you want to start stopping more like the townhousey part?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that sounds good.
Cool. So it's right off the main road because it's an inn. And it's just the, let's see. I'll call it the Velvet Goat. And you are there, and you can walk in, and there's an innkeeper, and he's like, hello, sir. How may I help you?
I need a room for me, and I'll just gesture to the 3.
All right. So 2 rooms then.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Very good, sir. So we have just for this evening, or do you need it for what?
Just this evening for now. Tomorrow I may decide to renew my room. We'll see.
Very good, very good. That will be a total sum of 10 gold.
All right.
I pay the man.
Unlike the cabbies, he doesn't actually look at the gold. He just sees gold and he takes it.
Well done.
Good man.
I will, because otherwise you will chew it.
And I'm assuming with this, comes dinner, breakfast. Would you like that?
Delivered to the rooms if possible.
Yes, of course.
Good.
All right, and here are your keys up the stairs, the last 2 across the hall. So there's one on the left, one on the right.
All right.
And he hands over some skeleton keys, and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
We go up
to the
room.
room. Up to the room we go.
Up to the room. So it's better than. It's better than the Hanged Man. That's for damn sure.
Well, that's not hard, is it?
Not hard.
But yeah, so the rooms are surprisingly well kept. They're clean. They're airy. They're kind of more like the Red Cliff Inn. If you remember those, if you ever went upstairs in the Red Cliff Inn in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have 2 canopy beds, and then dressers and basins, and they're it's pretty nice because it's Devinter, and there is velvet because it's the velvet.
Of course. I'm home.
No.
So you guys rest.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
The screen fades to black. It opens up again. It is now nighttime.
Do we get all MP and HP back on a rest?
That's a good question.
Oh. I've never rested, so
Neither have we.
know. You apparently rested once.
I don't remember the rest.
They did rest once, but I just said you guys got everything back because.
Then I'm gonna pretend it happens again.
I mean, I'm missing 13 MP out of my 92, so I assume I will get all 13 of them back.
Why is there not? Oh, I was because I'm looking for magic points, not mana points, because I'm dumb.
Oh.
Let's see. Is there a rest section?
Sleep?
For each full hour of rest and/or meditation, you get back 1d6 plus magic mana points. If you manage 8 hours of uninterrupted rest and/or meditation, you get all your mana points back.
Hello.
Can we just, for ease, say that we've done so?
Yes.
Thank you. Less.
That was the point of me making it noon, so you guys had a full 8 hours of
Thank God.
A kind and gentle DM.
Honestly.
Hail,
apparently, if you get at least 6 hours of restful sleep, you gain 10 plus con plus level in health.
Thank you. I was just looking that up.
Which is wild, because that seems like very few. What level are we?
10.
10.
You're at 10.
So I would gain 23 out of my 68 for a long night's rest.
Me too.
Ugh.
It's because they want you to use the magical healing.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean,
in Dragon Age, if I'm just wandering around in the real game and I just walk long enough, I get stuff back. Don't come at me.
Do any of you need healing? I don't know how you guys were doing on HP before we rested.
Mm-mm.
I was down 10, so a normal rest is
Perfect.
enough for me to recover. So I am good. You guys get
Perfect.
magic points back per hour, though, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and if we rest a full 8 hours, then
you just get them,
Solid.
which is nice.
Yeah.
So you can take a breather after each combat, which is a short rest, which is 5 plus Constitution plus level.
Okay.
You can only take 1 breather after an encounter.
Okay.
And if you're at 0 health, if you're unconscious, you can't take a breather. Shocking. And then you get 10 plus Constitution plus level and health. That's because you're not knowing what the stats are of the monsters in this book. You're really not ever supposed to
lose a shit ton of HP. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you fight like dragons.
Sure. Or 30 magisters.
One of the 30 magisters and slaves.
400 plus. 400 are just the ones being sacrificed. The rest of them are theoretically able-bodied and able to put a beat down.
Absolutely.
All right.
The Winter Slave Revolt.
So we rest. We wait.
It is now nighttime.
Yeah.
So, do we go to Magister Dracus, or do we just let that chill? I'm okay just letting it chill.
If we're expecting him to be at the place, at the event, we can, because I think I would hate for us to try to run to his place and then Comedy of Errors miss him. You know what I mean? And him not be there, and then it, all of that sort of stuff. So, I think we try to run into Dracus at the event. Maybe we could get to the event early and scout it out. Or is there any equipment that we think we need before we get going?
What potions do you guys have?
Potion setup. I have no potions.
So you should have one.
I have one potion.
And is it just like a standard, whatever the lightest healing potion is?
I thought
So you, as a mage, Navi, had 1 mana potion and 1 regular health potion. Rafonso had 1 regular potion and 1 mana potion.
I found them. Never mind. I have 1 healing potion and 1 greater lyrium potion.
There you go. That's right. There are lyrium potions in this game, not mana potions. So many systems, so many words. This is off topic, but I'm gonna off topic this for a second, and then Meg, you go. Yes. Yes. You have a regular one. Yes. You had 1 greater healing, and I'm not sure who got that. Maybe we gave that to Rafonso because he was the healer. So I think that's what happened. Yes. But yes, my tiny rant before we go back to Dragon Age is that having to work from home and working with all of these different systems, I have realized that the UIs for everything are different, and it pisses me off so much. And I use 4 different programs, and each program has a different key command for me returning to the next line, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. The stress. I'm so sorry.
That sucks.
So anyway, that's my feeling about like naming things. So it's like, it's mana potion, lyrium potion. I don't know, man.
The blue one.
It's a blue potion. It gives you some mana back. I don't fucking know.
The thing that lets you do the magic.
Yeah. Okay, because I do not have any potions.
You do not, because they bought them before you arrived.
Exactly. So I would not be upset at us buying some more potions. Do you guys need any regular equipment?
If we could find our +1 daggers or something like that, is that a thing here?
So they are enchanted. So you put runes on them. So you can try to find if there's a dwarf in Tevinter that does enchanting for you.
Okay.
You should have that.
I forgot about the enchanting stuff. I never like enchanting because then it's like the one specific element, and that is always the signal that I will be running up against guys that just conveniently are resistant to whatever the fuck I put my sword on.
No, so when I first started playing, it was the same fucking thing for me, is that I didn't realize why it wasn't working, because when I first started going on Nightmare, and it's like, that's because if you have Nightmare and your resistance, it's 0 damage. And I was like, why? oh, I put a fire rune on this, and you fucking range demons are immune to fire. Ah! So annoying.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, because we did... I have the...
I did give you the spider silk cloak, Meg. You should still have that. And you have your blade, Cody.
Yes.
And I gave you the staff, Matthew, so you have that one.
Yeah. Both Caitlin and I both have special staves, different, but so we all do have one like special equipment.
Yes.
Thingy.
Yeah, I think I don't think we've needed any specialty equipment so far. I just wanted to check right before we go into the potential.
Before we go into Magister.
Yeah.
Magister Central.
Magister Town. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And eventually finding a dwarf if you ever get out of Tevinter. Because I guess Tevinter has dwarves that does enchanting for them, but doesn't seem like a thing to me. So.
Or it could be.
But it does not. You
fucking...
don't have to be a dwarf to enchant something.
No, you just have to be a.
In the book, it says only dwarves can enchant.
Oh.
No.
No, that's wrong. Because in Dragon Age Origins, Heron or whoever he does, but that's not the same though, because he's an armorer.
Hold on, there was a thing because. Hold on.
I thought, what are the ones that are?
Tranquil.
Thank you. Yes, Tranquil.
Because it did say that
Tranquil.
Tranquil. Yeah, it did say that Tranquil can also enchant.
That's
so
right.
I'm curious if Tevinter wouldn't have dwarves, but instead might have some Tranquil that enchant for them.
But if they're such big mage stands, would they don't do Tranquil?
I will bet you.
No, but you can become Tranquil though, even if you not through the harrowing. Not really? The harrowing. The fucking harrowing is
rite of annulment.
Yes, the rite of annulment. There is and it might just be the Dragon Age system, RPG system, but there is a spell failure where if you roll a 10 on that die, you become Tranquil. End of story. There is no save. You become Tranquil.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me. But yeah, no, there is a spell mishap because it's a table and then you roll on it. The largest number is you become Tranquil. So you can become Tranquil just because you did some magic. So they might have some Tranquil around that just got fucked in the Fade or some shit and enchant for them.
I mean, that's fair. They could. Yeah, they could have had a magical mishap and they became Tranquil.
Because I think in the Dragon Age games, instead of that, it's just like you become a demon, like you become fucking
Maleficarum or something like that. Yeah.
Instead of becoming Tranquil. So
Abomination.
Thank you. Thank you. God.
I told you, words are hard, man.
Words are so hard.
Yeah, because because the rite of annulment is similar, but I always thought it was a little different than what the Seekers went through too. So, like, there's a different way that the Seekers become Tranquil and then become untranquil.
Because they don't have magic to begin with. So it's like they give them a bit and then take it out. Like the Seekers aren't magical, so it's a weird.
Well,
Dragon Age, man.
They do have some sort of magic because their magic.
You know what it is with the Seekers? It's in Black Panther when they give him the Black Panther juice, and then they make him take the Black Panther juice out so he can do his little honor makara, and then they give him the Black Panther juice again. That's what it is with the Seekers.
Yeah. Because they do have a magical ability. It's not magic, but it's not Lyrian based either.
Oh, that's right. It's not
negating magic, and it's not Lyrian based because that's how they become the Templars.
That's what makes them different from the Templars.
So sorry to have derailed us, but do we want to go try and find an enchanter for anything? I'm okay without it.
I think we're okay. Let's
impress upon you all to buy me a lyrium potion.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can we find a potion seller?
Absolutely.
All right. We walk into the potion seller.
This is to Vinter. So lyrium potions are more common. They're kind of at like the convenience stores.
Oh,
Nice.
hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. So we're just gonna go to a fucking bodega and hello, give me your lyrium potion. Thank you. I will be leaving now.
Yeah, it's about 15 silver, so you're fine.
Oh,
Okay.
In this world, I'm
easy peasy.
picturing there's like lyrium commercials where it is legit the Sunny D commercial. They're like, oh, here's what we got. Na 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 na, Sunny D. Ooh, purple stuff.
Absolutely.
In the Final Fantasy VII remake, what they do for like save points or there's a bench. You sit on a bench. You get back all your stuff, and next to every like rest bench is a vending machine. But what I love is that it's like potion brand drinks and potions. Yes. Are like, it was always just a generic, you took a potion, a high potion, a next potion, a mega potion, whatever, and that recovered your health. But I love that in the remake, it's like potion brand.
But yeah, potion is a brand of
it is
drink
it
that
is
heals
the name
you.
brand of drink. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's great. I love it.
Because it's like potion brand vending machines, and then some of them are like Shinra vending machines selling potion, but we're Shinra.
Yeah.
Right. So.
It'd be cool if they did that for BioShock, but they didn't.
Oh God. Okay, so just to make sure, this is just a standard lyrium potion, or is it a lesser lyrium potion?
It's standard.
Okay.
Perfect.
Can we buy enough to spend 1 gold so I can just make it?
Can we buy lesser healing potions along with that, or regular healing potions, fucking whatever, to be able to get up to that 1 gold?
Can we get poison?
Or poison?
Oh shit! True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go for an apothecary for that, but that's fine.
Okay. Can we get enough poison to fill out that silver stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see. Give me a second.
I'm trying to find like a chart or something as well. So.
So they are gonna be probably journeymen. Because you're level 10, so I'm not gonna give you novice poison.
Potion. I see potion pricing for regular healing and for lyrium potions. So you said 15 silver for the lesser lyrium, or do you want that to be the book price?
No, you can do whatever the book says. That's fine.
Well, I mean, it's more expensive in the book. That's why I'm.
Yes, you can do what the book says.
All right, so 30 silver for the lesser lyrium.
And then the poison descriptions, at least, are on 95.
Yeah, it's on 94. Is the cost.
94.
So I think I'm going to say that you found... I'm going to say you found a Mage Bane potion.
In the fucking Mage City? Wild. Whoever this apothecary person is, they are lucky that we are the ones that found that, not some blood magic magister that's just going to yoink the blood out of them. Good lord.
Remember, magisters are not all mages yet.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And nobody hates mages like other mages.
That is so goddamn true. Nobody hates a mage like a mage.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that the real shit?
Because if you think about it, remember what Dorian says, they backstab each other, they kill each other, so...
The circle mages don't like circle mages. It's just a mages hate mages type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Big hole in your mood.
Self-hating mages, come on.
There is self-loathing, for sure.
It's just like being a theme park employee. I said it!
So,
all right, so
80 silver for the Mage Bane. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to round it to 1 gold GP, because I think it's 100, right? I don't know. I hope it's not.
No, it's 20 silver is 1. Wait, what the? Wait. Oh, I don't know anymore.
It lists
What's
two
the
prices.
In the costs? Yeah.
So is that the conversion rate?
No, because 5 silver and 25 silver do not convert to one another for Deathroot extract.
No.
So I don't know what the second price is. And like Wyvern Venom doesn't have a first one.
Oh, it's based on availability.
Yeah, it's rarity.
Okay. So is it 100?
So the typical price for the raw materials needed to make a batch of that poison is followed by a typical price to purchase a single pre-made dose. So the component cost, if you have the poison making capability, is on the left. The cost of a bottle in a store is on the right.
Gotcha.
So you cannot make wyvern venom, which is probably true because you just have to take it from a wyvern.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Okay. So we end up spending 5 gold. 4 gold, 10 silver. Oh, 30 silver. 4 gold for the poison.
Yes, 4 gold for the Mage Bane, and then the 30 silver for the Lesser Lyrium potion.
Got it.
Cool.
So I literally tried to pull up currency to figure out what the conversion is. 1 gold coin is worth 100 silver and 10,000 copper.
Okay, yeah. Because it's 100 to 100 to each one.
That makes sense.
Is that 100 times 100?
Yeah.
Is 1,000? Is it 10,000?
No, it's 10,000.
Oh, cool.
100 times 10 is
zeros.
1,000.
There you go. Math.
Yep.
Hey, it's base 10 unlike Harry Potter, which isn't, so...
Well, like D&D is base 10.
Fucking wizard money.
I fucking hate wizard money.
The wizard money makes no goddamn sense.
I'm very good friends with the money exchange goblin, and even he can't remember that shit.
All right, so we shop for our potions and our poisons. We've done the things, and now we head to the fields.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Yeah, y'all good with that?
To the
Onward.
fields.
Yeah, we're
Sorry
good.
about
To yoink the thing. You're good.
that. All right, so I'm assuming you ask. No, or they still exist. You know where they are. That's fine. They have not changed. And
everybody knows where the fucking fields of glory are. Come on.
yeah, that's true. You take field trips there as a child.
Yeah, glorious field trips. Come on.
Tevinter is weird. We have to get out.
So you know that it's like completely opposite the wagon wheel of where you are.
Sure.
So I would take a carriage if I were you.
Yeah. Whistle.
So the good thing is, if you get change, you get some right money.
No.
Oh shit, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're just leaving time
Perfect.
travel money everywhere.
No, none of this cover your tracks nonsense. We were here. Look at the weird gold.
It's fine. So Whistle, use regular money. Get me and these 3 to the Fields of Glory ASAP. Post haste.
Very good, sir. That will be 30 silver.
I pay him.
All right. And then once you guys all get settled, the ladies and the guys in the back and him in the front, you go. It takes you, it takes you about an hour to cross the city. It is an event. It's not a big event, but it's an event. And it gets very crowded the closer that you get to the fields. You realize that getting there earlier was probably the smart thing to do, because there are lots of people that kind of post up and try to get the best position and try to jockey and figure out where the person is sitting. But it's also because it's not a guarantee that all the magisters will be there. So the earlier that you get there, the more people you can watch and see who comes in, so then you know who's there and who's on the guest list. The field, as you walk in, is kind of what you expect it would be. A field of glory. It's the giant football field, essentially, with rows and rows and rows of plinths, and each one is surrounded by trenches, but like tiny trenches, like not big ones, that the blood can go into. It's tilted, pitched down slightly, and then at the edge, bottom of like what would be one of the end zones, is a pool. It probably looks to be about 4 or 5 feet deep. Right now it's stone and it's etched in a bunch of different runes, with a wooden platform that's kind of hovered above it. And so, by that platform is like where the end zone seating would be, is a giant kind of, I want to say like 7 feet, story off the ground, stone platform that has a tent that you feel like has always been there, like it doesn't get taken down. It's super rich with its cloth, very much brocaded, lots of tassels and fringe, and their Tevinter flag is flying above it. That one is the Archon's tent. So if the Archon is ever going to come to one of these things, that is where he's going to be. There are smaller tents to the side on that platform. That is going to be for the Vice Archon, and then the smaller one is actually going to be for his secretaries and his people to run back and forth. Around, kind of in a U shape on either side, are grand tents, but not as grand as that one. Some have already been set up. That you see servants running to and fro, kind of making sure that everything is set for their magisters. And then as it travels down, kind of towards the where you are, towards the other end zone area, they get smaller and smaller until finally it's just chairs set up, or then nothing at all.
I apologize. Before we left, can I have cast rock armor on myself?
Sure.
Okay. Once that is cast and is on me, is it blatant, or is it kind of like Dragon Age Origins where you cast it and then they just look like normal people? They just maybe occasionally have like
crumbles,
rock particles crumble.
I'm gonna say it's more DAO and less what Meryl has.
Lit. Okay. Thank you.
First time, I never bring Meryl. The first time I brought that and she cast rock armor on herself, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Why is she in a rock?
Maybe it makes her feel safe, okay?
Well, she can feel safe in a rock somewhere else. I don't fucking know. So we try and find a spot. Is there like one main entrance where magisters are going to be coming in?
Yeah, it's kind of like old school racing places where there's like a fancy person entrance and a poor person entrance.
Okay.
So
are we going to be separated upon entrance?
No, because they're your people.
Jesus Christ.
It's more for like the Soparati, right?
Ah, yes. Okay. Then let's try and post up somewhere where we can keep an eye. I want to be able to keep an eye on the entrance and also the Archon tent. If we can try and post up somewhere where we can do both.
Sure thing. I'm going to say that you're kind of going to be opposite then. So if you have an oval and it's at this end and the entrance is going to be on like the one side, kind of on the diagonal, and then you're going to be kind of on the other side. So you can kind of see the two, if that makes sense. Kind of around like the 30-yard line.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of imagining like the entrance is kind of like the locker room entrance, again, using the football field reference. And then so they will come out of the side, kind of by the art content is where the Magisters will come out. And then the Sobrati are that same location, but on the other end.
Oh, okay, got it.
So yeah, so you post up on that side. Nothing super crazy is happening at the moment. There's just everyone's preparing and kind of, it's kind of like a tailgate.
Weirdest Comic-Con ever. I just have to say.
Festivities haven't even begun yet.
Should we ask for Drakus?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because we don't even know what he fucking looks like. I was like, let's post up and look for him. Not even realizing we don't know what this dude looks like. Yeah, we should probably ask somebody. Do you guys want to go ask some servants? See if they know anything?
That actually does feel safer. Yeah. Ah, crap. Please.
I was rolling up to these other servants, like, what is it, Buscemi and 30 Rock? Hello, fellow students.
That is exactly what we do. Exactly.
Hello, young people. How are you?
Fellow young.
Well, fellow kids. Hello, fellow blood sacrifices. How are you? I would like to. Can I use lay culture lore and look for like if his house in particular has like, I'd like to. Yep, words are hard.
It's Friday night, y'all.
Yeah. And we had a long ass week. Yeah, so did you. I mean, all of us, not just us. This whole cast. Yeah, his, does he have like a specific, the gentleman we are looking for, does he have a specific coat of arms? Can I search using cultural stuff or heraldry or whatever to see if I can see
He does.
his group?
So he does have a specific like color scheme, heraldry. You wouldn't know it though.
Ah, got it. Cool. Then I don't know. Shit. But we can randomly chat.
Is there a place where the servants are gathering food for their masters?
There is sort of a giant cook fire, yeah.
Okay. We'll head that way. Guess me and Marum, if, no?
I'm gonna stay, I'll post up with, our master and make sure he's safe.
All right, sure, sounds good. So me and Navi, I guess then. Or just me, that's fine too. I the walking...
I can go, I'm good.
I, the man who dreamt of being a castle, will walk myself over to the... You never seen that meme? They told me I could be anything I wanted to be, so I decided to be a castle.
Yep.
It's like the giant fantasy armor.
Yep.
Head over to the cooking fire, right? And I want to find somebody that is not immediately running away to find to deliver something. I don't want to Sorkin this. And is there somebody that fits that bill?
Why don't you want to Sorkin it? No, yeah, there is.
Okay. Because every time somebody's going somewhere and I ask them things, they never answer my question. That's why. I want somebody that looks like they got time on their hands. That's what I want.
There is somebody that is kind of just stirring a pot. They're just watching it. You can tell they got nothing better to do.
Okay, I'll start with them. Excuse me there, friend. How are you doing?
He looks up. He's a little put off by the armor, just because
Got the cloak on. Got the cloak on.
That's fair, but you still have greaves and boots.
Yeah, that's fine.
You look like General Grievous, especially with the cloak. Like, I have a cloak on. How is this not I was just not intimidating and showing up. Hello, everyone. Totally fine.
You still clank when you walk. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's a little put off, but I mean, you obviously aren't, someone who's important. So, Hale.
Do you know of a Master Dracus? My master has sent me to find him. I have no idea what he looks like. Could you help a brother out, as it were?
Magister Dracus, you said?
That one, yes.
He thinks for a little bit. Yes, I no one's seen him in quite a while. But his people come here sometimes. He kind of looks around. They don't seem to be here yet.
Do you know, like, their family colors or the tailgate truck they like to post up on, whatever the Dragon Age equivalent of this analogy is?
A wagon.
A wagon where they usually like to park, like, just a ballpark form. I mean, not ballpark, we're in the ballpark, but you think you could help me out?
Yes, Dracus's colors are yellow and purple.
Good colors.
He, like I said, we haven't seen him in a while. Last I think and he calls someone over, Maya, and you see kind of a woman about his age, still dressed in the same brown homespun outfits, and she'll come over and say, "Yes, dear. Do you know what Dracus looks like?" "Oh, and she kind of pales, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, dear. I would ask, but you know how these people are, and he needs help." And he kind of points to you. Why do you want to go to him?
Oh, I don't, but my master asked me to find him, and so I don't want to disappoint my master, because,
She's fucking Dracus.
I'll lean in, conspiratorial, like, they broke all of my bones, that's why I have this armor on, it holds me together, so...
You are Grievous.
So please.
That was the last thing I ever expected that conspiratorial lean in to be. Holy shit.
I did it. I broke the stream. I won Dragon Age. It was advanced.
Good night, folks. We're done. I'm done. Ah!
Success.
Is it though? Is that a success?
No, it's absolutely a game over. Dun dun dun.
Megan's dying. Megan can't breathe, and I gave myself the hiccups. So.
That is the dumbest fucking image. And like from now on, when you walk away, you're gonna have to like 10-man it.
It's magic. They don't know.
Can't bend any joints.
Jamal, it hurts. Jamal, it hurts.
Welcome to Friday Night Dragon Age, folks, where you thought it could get weird during our regular D&D games. You were wrong.
Yeah, you need to come to Dragon Age. Then shit gets weird. Okay. She'll still when you say that, she'll her eyes will widen even more. She'll kind of recoil slightly. But she nods gravely as if she understands that that is something that happens. And she looks at you quite pitifully or pityingly. And are you going to heal, sir?
Well, they put me in this tin suit, so I at least can move, which is nice.
So, yes, I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
You're so kind, thank you.
And she'll swallow away and the guy will stand up and he'll put his arm around her, and she'll lean into him, and he's not a nice man at all. But he's rather severe looking. He has, and you can kind of tell that she's pulling it out of a repressed memory, and she's like, dark hair, dark eyes, dark skin. Long hair, but that might have changed by now. And he has a weird scar on his face. I'm sorry, that's all I can remember.
No, that's more than enough. Thank you. Thank you, dark skin, dark hair, and a scarred face in the colors of purple and yellow. You all have been tremendously helpful. I'm so sorry. I have to go oil myself before this keeps, the hiccups keep coming. It's a side effect. I'm so sorry. But thank you all. You've saved me a terrible, terrible fate.
Good luck.
Thank you. I Tin Man away. I was trying not to speak with the hiccup, and I was like, "Oh, we're done." No, we're not. Damn it.
Navi was like right there and about to help with shit, and she watched that happen and went, "Nope, there's no way I can fix this."
Hey.
That's why there wasn't a roll either, because it was just too good.
Yeah,
so good.
We got the information, all right. So, I come back. I report that to Master Tarsian. I must get some water because I am no longer able to breathe.
All right.
Go in and just break the stream. He broke himself.
Fucking honestly. All right. So. He's not been seen for ages. Do we think that Rolfonso killed him?
I mean, I wouldn't have put it past him, honestly, if he's that terrible of a man.
All right.
Is there a tree or a pillar or something something to Jenga that I can get up on? And once he tells us what the colors are and their stuff looks like, can I just, like, Legolas starts scouting across the field to see if I can find him or his stuff?
Absolutely. You can do a seeing check for me. You can unmute if you want. No.
8 and 7 is 15?
Yes, ma'am.
15.
So, as you kind of, there's a fence between where the tents are and the field itself. So you kind of climb up one of the fence posts and stand up and try to get your head above the crowd. And as you do, something that isn't really able to be seen from ground level, but you can see kind of from even the slight advantage that you have of 2 or 3 feet off the ground, is that there seem to be holes. So there seem to be places of honor that are designated to certain people, that even, like, no one would dare take their spot, because if they did, it would be the last thing that they did. And all that there is kind of like if you go into a new construction neighborhood and you kind of see like those tiny little signs that say this plot is number 21 and this plot is number 72. So it's just kind of one of those with just little signposts of 2 colors. And so there is one that is purple and yellow, and there's nothing there.
There's no people moving in and out of it or servants that look like they're getting it ready. It's just okay.
It's like a fallow field.
She'll shimmy back down and tell tell everybody.
Well, if they haven't seen
Should we maybe go directly?
Fill you in. She looked to see if she can find where Dracus's tent would be. She found a place where she thinks it should be, but there's nothing there.
I mean, if they said that they haven't seen him in a while, then I'm not surprised that his plot is empty.
But they did say his people come to events, though.
So maybe we scooch a little bit closer. We can't set up there, or else we will surely die.
But if we could be, if not nearby, then in eyeshot of it, to see if people arrive.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, yeah. So, and do you still want to keep the Archon's tent within view?
If possible, yes, but I will sacrifice the Archon's tent for Dracus's, if we have to.
Sure. So Dracus is a pretty big place of importance. He's only about 3 or 4 plots away from the dais. So you can kind of be next to him and kind of keep the Archon's platform out of the corner of your eye, but with the tent flaps, how they're set up, you wouldn't be able to really see inside of it.
Can I do some sort of like history, lore, or something to know anything about this Magister Dracus, and if he has any point of significance in the history of Tevinter, since he is so close to the Archon? And it might just be at this time and his name gets lost over the years, but still.
Yeah, you can do a historical lore check, or you can do a heraldry check.
Are those both cunning?
I believe they are.
Okay. I do not have either, so cunning it is. Straight cunning it is. Oh wow, 3 5s, so 17, and 5 fucking stunt points.
3 5 should be 15, right?
But I have 2 cunning.
Oh,
So 17 total.
right. That's how this game works.
You are correct, however. 3 5s is 15.
And you only had 2 if you have a focus in it. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
A confluence of things.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Dracus is a name that has been in your history books. You are not the best student.
No.
But you seem to recall that Dracus played a big part in the overthrow of the current Archon.
I will relay my sudden light bulb moment to my friends.
It was more the heraldry thing when you got his colors. You were like, wait a minute.
Wait a second. I recognize those colors in history.
Because just like in sporting games, certain colors do get retired even if the line doesn't continue.
Interesting.
So this is a don't kill and try not to fuck up history moment.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Which also makes me think that if Rolfonso did kill him, then we definitely go back in time to get Rolfonso before he gets purchased by
Before he does
Dracus.
that, yeah, because that seems like an important thing in your history. So.
Yeah,
unless
and also,
this guy is nicer.
Therefore, history of the world.
Right, I guess. I mean,
but yeah, maybe we don't. We let Rolfonso in this timeline just happen.
we were wondering if Rolfonso had replaced him. Is that what we were considering?
That's kind of what I was thinking, is that maybe he replaced him and or just fucking killed him and made it look like he just kind of is a recluse now. One of the two.
Many possibilities. So, all right.
Fuck if I know. Time travel's weird.
It is. It is weird. Let's do more of it as soon as possible.
Yay! All right, we wait.
Does any... hold on. Stand by. I'm looking at these focuses that people have. Is there a...
I'm realizing that a lot of my focuses are fucking useless.
What focuses?
Good.
What focuses do you have, out of curiosity?
Cryptography.
That's worth it.
Etiquette. Persuasion, obviously worth it. Arcane lore came with being Tevinter. Evaluation, not useful.
What does that do? Is that like the appraise of
I think
Dragon
so.
Age?
Absolutely.
I think so.
It literally says evaluate the value of objet d'art.
So, and then like healing, initiative, light blades. Those are useful, except light blades. When the fuck? I just wanted it to be able to slice my hand better. Two magic schools useful. Empathy, meh. And self-discipline, meh. But like,
The empathy's hard for you because you don't have
cryptography
any in the real world, so it's a skill you're not terribly familiar with.
I know. What can I say? I like to live vicariously through my characters.
What would it be like if I had emotions?
But yeah, like fucking cryptography. Who the hell?
Hey, before you joined the campaign, I actually used that twice.
God damn it.
Yeah, yeah. So we're just praying it comes back around so you can dig us out of that hole, because it was a yeah.
It was rough.
We were not the cryptographic people that we should have been.
Oof. Big oof.
Can somebody do a general cunning check?
I can.
Merum has a 4 in it.
Yeah, I think it's Merum.
Oh, then Merum, go. Yeah, you go, ma'am.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the stupid roller thing. Hold on. 3. Oh! 3 6s.
Oh, hell yeah. Holy shit.
For an 18 plus my 4 for 22 plus just
6 stunt points if you need them.
scissoring wildly. What's up, man? Give it to me.
Merum won Dragon Age.
Yes, she did.
Pants.
I'm just gonna tell you everything because you just learned it all.
I mean, I did sass talk Dirthamon, so I feel like
Absolutely.
yeah, you deserved it, by the way.
Something in the back of your mind as you listened to these men talk about time travel and the idea of Rafonzo's fate, and who Drakus could be. Rafonzo definitely couldn't have killed Drakus. If he did, Drakus would have been dead. It never would have happened. He never would have been part of history. That's how that time loop works.
Okay.
You also know that you've kind of been toying with the amulet. You still have it in your hand a little bit, and you kind of, doing your Dalish shit with it. As Dalish do. And you have a feeling that even though this information and this new amulet that you have is taking place in Tevinter, there is something elven that needs to happen with it in order for it to function. With the one that Pavis is making. The one that Pavis is making.
something elven has to happen. Like elven blood has to happen, or like elven magic has to happen?
If elven worked a while ago.
Huh?
If it was elven blood that was needed, it would have worked a while ago. Elven blood has been spilled on it.
I hate that. Cool. So we just need to go over there and like elf, and then it'll be fine. Is that what my cunning tells me?
Your cunning tells you it's definitely more than that. Your cunning also tells you it's something that you don't know because it's something magical and you are not part of the magical arts.
I will share. And then I will pray. Because I've actually had some decent luck with that.
You really have. So like
yeah, I think probably to Dirthamon, but maybe Mythal. I'm gonna figure out the right one for this. Anyway, okay, I'll figure out. But I'm praying for a little bit. I'm not a keeper, and I'm not a first. But if I could try to be one for a little bit, that might help. Please. I'm also really nice. And I pay my elf taxes on time.
So are you asking for magic?
I'm asking for... Well, because, like, she's elven. Navi's elven and has magic, but it's not elven magic. It's just magic. So I'm not... Sure. Can I just respec real quick? Like, since we're chilling, can we just like Black Emporium and I can just turn into a Dalish man?
Oh, Black Emporium.
Really quick. And change my face.
Because in character creation, it does not look the same as it does in game.
So I will not lie. When we were in Weishaupt talking to Dirthamon, I legit thought it was just the Black Emporium dude. Like that's who Xenon? I thought it was.
Xenon?
Could be the Antiquarian. Yeah, the Antiquarian is cool. And he does have a little boy that runs around.
Don't touch the urchin boy.
Urchin boy touches you.
You don't touch Dirt Boy. Dirt Boy
you
touches...
don't touch Dirt Boy. Dirt Boy touches you.
If you're speaking to me, Meg, you're muted.
No, I was looking at the Evanuris and I was trying to figure out, none of them are specifically magic gods. Like, none of them are.
Absolutely not, because they all have magic themselves.
Right, so fuck that noise. Then I guess because, I don't know.
So it's whether you want, so I think you're on the right path for Dirthamon or Mythal. Okay. It's whether you want to know secrets or wisdom.
I mean, always secrets. I haven't talked to Mythal. Let's keep it with Dirthamon. I kind of have a relationship with this douche, so secret me up, Elven Daddy. Let's go.
How do you go about praying to him?
Very well.
Make a religious lore check for me.
No, I don't want to. Oh, okay, so I find the jar and I put it in the pool. What is a religious lore?
That's under cunning.
Okay, I can't do that. I can just do a cunning check. Like, I'm Dalish, but I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
I put the ish in Dalish.
And I'm not honest. But you're interesting. That's a 12.
That, coupled with your 6 points that you got last time for stunts. Yeah. You think that if you use the amulet as a focus, it might help.
Okay, then she's keeping it palmed. So it's not to be like, hello, all you weird Tevinter asses. Look at this little time turner bad boy. I'm just going to pray it on it, and it's fine, and none of you are interested. Then she'll like whisper into the time turner. And then hold it up to her ear like a seashell. Do I hear?
What specifically are you asking him?
So I need to know what elvish magic do we need. Should I just ask him for it?
Ask him for what?
I don't know, man.
I would.
Part of me wants to. Yeah.
I would ask him for the secret because that is his thing.
Because he can't give me anything.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna turn you into a mage all of a sudden. So
that the one spell, it's weird and it'll have absolutely no use. Just a spell scroll. Yeah, the secret of whatever elven magic we need for what Pavis needs, technically.
So, you whisper that into the amulet, and nothing happens for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and you get annoyed because you think that he's either it doesn't work or you're just like, all right, he's being Dirthmon and he doesn't care, right? All of a sudden, you feel something burning hot in your pocket, and you take it out, and it's a burning piece of parchment that you did not have in your pocket before. And do you drop it? Okay. Surprisingly, it burns, but only as it's happening. So, like, there's a hole in your pocket now, but your skin isn't burned. And your hand feels like it's burning, but it doesn't, the skin isn't blistering. Eventually the fire fades away and the ashes blow off in a gentle wind, and there is burned, kind of like wood burning. There's a word for that. I can't think of it. Into the parchment. So it's not like it's written onto it, but it's like it's seared into it. And all it is one word, and it says dream.
In Elven, I'll look up at the sky and say loudly, "You are extra as fuck!"
And there's a little flutter of wind against your hair.
Why is she talking to Chicago?
I don't know, man.
Cool. All right. Chill, tight. Just gotta put it back in her pocket along with the locket.
At that point, it's getting pretty close to 10 o'clock. The stands are starting to fill. The tents are starting to pop up. More and more people are coming in. Still nothing over at Drakus's place. Still seems to follow, but not overgrown, as if someone takes care of it. And then you see Magister Illyrium walk up with his people. His not all 400 of them, but just his people. And Pavis is with them. And they are standing right at the foot of the dais.
Well, this can only go really, really well.
Are we in the splash
Any clues
zone?
as to how... Ooh, that's a good question.
Are you in the splash zone? Currently, yes.
Do we want to be in the splash zone, Master Tarsian?
Not really. Do we have a plan on how we're gonna get this amulet?
No, that's what I was about to say. I feel like we have to be close by in order to make the thing happen.
Can we assume that Merum shared with us the information
Probably.
that she just gathered? I figured she
saw the
would.
burning parchment. It was like the burning bush. Like, you saw it.
Yeah.
You would be like, what is that?
So we know that this is destined to fail. Perhaps.
Yeah.
And you've already established a rapport with him.
Yeah.
Stealing it here is perhaps not the
Bad.
is not the way to go about it. We should recover it post his embarrassing defeat. As long as we can keep ourselves from being sacrificed, then maybe we could get it after? I don't know.
Oh, definitely. Especially Master Pavus wouldn't be able to force anybody to give up their slaves. Magister Illyrium might be able to pull some strings just because he's a magister, and if the Archon was here, people would have to just fucking do whatever he said. But we should be safe for today. Just be prepared, because this will happen, and it will be a lot. But perhaps tomorrow or the day after, once Master Pavus and Magister Illyrium have calmed down a little bit and recovered from their inevitable failure and embarrassment, perhaps we can
the only other option.
Find our possession. Find it in our possession.
The only other thing I was thinking is if we could swap it for some sort of forgery or fake beforehand.
That is...
Do we have time to procure one or create one, or?
I doubt
we would have
time
to create it. But
unless
it would not
unless you
work
have
for
some
now.
sort of magic that would allow you to.
I have no copying spells. I
No.
apologize.
No.
Is mimicry even a thing?
In Dragon Age, most magic seems to be blow up or
Yep.
don't blow up or blow
Either
up.
either blow up or commune with demons.
Yep.
One of the two. It's either combat or commune with a demon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might be able to get a demon to get it for you.
You know, that's true. I don't think I want to make that.
We could go fade hopping, y'all.
That's okay.
I'm pretty sure we have to with an elf telling you to dream. You tell me what that doesn't mean. Go to the fade. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think unfortunately there's not a whole lot we can do today except to watch and witness and see what happens.
Oh, so fun! Yay!
Super smooth.
Welcome to Tevinter. So let's not be in the splash zone. Since we're not going to be stealing it, I do want to be as close as possible to watch as intently as possible as to what happens, but I don't necessarily want to be like slit the throats splash zone.
You don't want that?
I mean, I just took a bath this morning, and do you know how much of a hassle it is to wash all of that blood out of not just my clothes, but everyone else's clothes too? Come on.
Embrace the Dragon Age blood splatter.
Come on.
Yeah, I was about to say we don't clean them. They just eventually fade away over time when they've outlived their badass usefulness.
That's not Tarzian's aesthetic.
That's fair. He's a mage. He stands back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of move back. Do you move towards them, or do you move away from them, or you just move straight back?
Towards them? Towards them.
Okay, so as you kind of move towards them and you're kind of discussing, what's going to happen, you're kind of assuring them to, 400 people are going to die. It's fine. And Pavus actually sees you and spots you and calls you over. Darzian, this way, my boy, this way. Yo, why are you back there? Come on, bring your people with you.
All right, be prepared, y'all.
Splash zone it is! I raise my hands for Splash Mountain.
You have a little, I went to Tevinter and I went to a blood sacrifice and all I got was this stupid hat on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I went to a blood sacrifice and all I got was fucking
now
drenched.
Now you need to make that hat.
Honestly.
I went to a blood sacrifice and all I got was this dumb hat. Okay, so very good to see you, my boy. Are you prepared?
Of course, I wouldn't miss it.
Yes. So take a look at what I did, and he kind of like drags you over to the platform. Do you see the changes that I've made?
Indeed. What marvelous changes! What changes have been made?
So he found a crystal, and so there is now a crystal inside of it. It is tinted green, and it looks like, so before how it looked like there are pieces missing and it looks like it wasn't kind of put together. It looks put together now, so it looks right.
Okay. Oof. All right. Okay. I still think we steal it tomorrow. Well, see, you figured it out. There was a crystal missing. I told you. I don't want to say I told you, but I told you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You know, I kind of took your advice, and I thought, not blood, right? So, what does blood do? Well, blood takes us away from the Fade. So I decided to go to the Fade and to see what would happen. And I was told where to find this crystal. It was in a weird place. I did not like it where I had to go, but that's neither here nor there. And I found it, and I think I got it, my boy.
And where did you have to go? Exactly. If you mind if I ask.
I had to go somewhere unpleasant.
AKA
to a poor person's house? well, also that.
I like to a poor person's.
I'm just trying to channel my inner Tevinter.
Are we
all right?
Poor?
Poor? What?
Did we come with you?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all there.
Okay, can I? When I see the green crystal, and he's talking about Fade, blah blah, I don't know, magic bullshit. Do I remember after Adamant when the Inquisitor and Iron Bull and all the rest of those guys were sitting around the bar, clearly drunkenly talking about what they saw in the Fade? Do I remember? Because this happened. It's canon. Do I remember them mentioning the green crystal stuff, or the fact that does this remind me of the Inquisitor's mark? I stare at their hand a lot. It's just I can't not.
So the thing about the mark is that it's so bright that you can't actually look at it. This doesn't have that shine to it, but you did hear them, Sarah mentioned there was some green glowy crystals in the Fade and some bullshit like that. So you think this could be it.
Cool. Tight. Gross. Hate it. Thank you. Please continue.
But then, anyone want to do an arcane lore check for me?
Yes.
I do. Or you can. Either of us.
No, can both of us do it?
Absolutely.
Great, I have so much fucking arcane lore focus. I'm ready.
And it's 2 for the focus, right?
Yes, +2.
Okay. Oh, that's not nearly
20.
as good of a roll. That is much better than mine.
Yeah, I got plus all the things.
13 with my arcane lore specialty.
So as a circle mage, and you see this, and you've been part of the Inquisition for a little bit. You were there enough to kind of know that green glowy things kind of mean fade. You know this is impossible. There is nobody besides the Inquisitor who can walk in and out of the fade by themselves, let alone take something out of the fade. So you are very, very apprehensive about what this actually is. For Tarzan, this doesn't grow naturally in Tevinter. You've never seen the spell component. You don't know how he got this, where he got it, or what's going on.
Interesting. Okay. I will whisper to whichever one of the three of you that is closest to keep very close by, because I'm thinking that if it starts to activate, we touch each other and we touch it and we use it right now. Yeah.
I will.
But just to keep close enough so that we can all now.
I will lean into him. We share that amongst ourselves. Everybody gets the message. Did you say Dracus overthrew the Archon, right? Did he perhaps do it at some sort of field of victory blood ritual that just exploded everybody else that was there? Because if that's the case, it might be time.
Did he? Did DM?
The Archon doesn't get overthrown for another 70 years.
Okay, nah, we got some time, bruh.
All right, cool.
Although good thought to check.
I don't know.
He didn't actually overthrow the Archon, but he helped put some of the stuff into place, if that makes sense.
Sure. So he just kind of put some of the wheels in motion. Got
yes.
It. All right.
I stay close enough and comfortably close. Not to, I don't know to who, but someone.
But to someone.
Sounds good. So what do you think?
I think that is very odd, but it looks very promising. Have you tried anything with it once you put the crystal in before the 400 sacrifices?
It's no.
Do you have any inkling as to what it's supposed to do yet?
No.
I don't want to deprive you of the opportunity to I don't want to deprive you of the opportunity to be the first to attempt something. However, do you mind if I give it a go?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm wondering if, well, you know how some spells require a few drops of blood, and other spells require several hundred drops of blood, and some, the more blood you use, the more powerful it is?
In all magic, but yes.
Exactly. But, so I'm wondering, you haven't tested this yet on small scale, right? What happens, hear me out, what happens when you sacrifice 400 slaves and it blows up and kills you?
People have sacrificed 10,000 slaves and nothing has blown up.
No, I know, but you don't, but what is this crystal? Do you know what this crystal is? Because I do not.
He thinks for a moment. Can you make a persuasion check?
I can. For the love of God.
We volunteer as tribute.
Okay. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16?
Your argument's fairly sound. It's fairly sound. He understands what you're trying to say. What did you have in mind?
Well, I could use. Well, you know how in the exploration of new magics you start small and then grow and scale. I was thinking first we use a couple of this slave of mine is trained in magic. That's a lie. I did not say those words. This slave of mine has a particular heritage that I think could be interesting to try this on. And I am indicating to Navi. So maybe first we just try a few drops of blood and then we see what happens.
First we show up, then we see what happens. It's very Napoleonic.
I suppose. I don't know what makes her more special than anybody else, but
I mean, mostly that she's here and she's mine.
Very good, very good.
Don't you though? I think we've all seen
the lesbianism, so like, you know.
He was not paying attention.
That's fair.
And I'm frankly offended by that. Both as Navi and as Caitlin.
I mean, I just kind of headcanon.
What?
Mike, go ahead.
So it was some of my best work.
This is my own personal headcanon that comes in here is that all the Pavses, we're homosexual.
They're all gay.
Yes.
They're all gay.
And that is why his dad hated him so much, because he wanted to live the free life and his dad couldn't live the free life. So
on board with that.
Don't make me care about that man.
I know.
I mean, he was still a terrible human who tried to change his son's mental.
That is true. Yeah,
but I mean, I like gray characters, so.
Fair enough. But yes, what do you think? A little for the show that's to come?
He looks over at Magister Illyrium. He's busy coordinating with the slave coordinator.
Quick, before he sees and can stop us.
And he kind of glances back and he's like, all right, all right.
Yes.
And, but only if I'm there.
Oh, of course. All right. Obviously.
So he gestures and for you to go behind the dais. Come.
All right. Come with me, you three.
A lot of yes, master. Of course, master.
So we walk around, and he has it out, and it's sitting in his palm. He's like, "All right, go ahead, whenever you're ready."
All right. Place it. Do you mind if you place it on the dais?
It should be in my hand.
Let's fucking go.
All right. I will. Come now. Give me your hand. And I will.
I do so.
Do you mind if I also touch it to, magic?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Are we doing fingerless magic now? Come on. Gotta draw
right,
the line somewhere.
I will hand Leonid the knife. You know what to do. Slice the girl's palm. And then I will hold the thing, and hopefully Merum is touching Leonid so that we can all be touching.
I grab a hold of Miram for emotional support. You know how much I faint at the sight of blood. Yeah.
Yes, we're
all right now. It's just like we practiced.
Pavis's brow furrows. He's like, then why let him do it?
He needs to get. He needs to learn.
Master Targian is that sadistic. Did I tell you
true.
how he broke all the bones in my body? That's why I wear this metal suit.
Fuck. And then my idea is if I start feeling it do anything and react to this blood in any way, is to try and lift it from Pavis's palm, so that if it activates, it's just the four of us, not Pavis.
Sorry, you kind of broke up a little bit.
Weird.
Oh, sorry. My plan is that if I start feeling it react in any sort of way to blood and magic, is to like lift it off of Pavis's palm slightly.
Gotcha.
Is to try and like do that quickly before it finishes, so that it's just the four of us traveling,
Gotcha.
not also Pavis, because that would be bad.
Take him out of time, take him out of history.
Right? Yeah. But then my husband.
Out of time, out of mind.
No.
Okay, absolutely. So you cut. I'm assuming you're willing, so you don't need to make a roll for that. Unless you want to roll damage.
I mean, yeah, I can roll damage, but I am willing. I'm not like trying to save. What am I rolling for damage?
D6.
Whatever damage is on a knife.
What damage is on?
Oh, it's a D6 plus 1. Sorry, it's a D6 plus whatever your dexterity is.
All right, I roll.
Plus my dexterity?
Yep.
Oh, you roll. Yeah, you roll. Go, hit me.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
In before like 15 damage. And if you have light blades, I think that I don't that might actually just be for the attack roll.
It's just the attack. It doesn't add to the damage.
Oh, okay.
So. Yep, that's max damage. That's 11 points of damage.
Amazing! What I do for you people!
For a slice on the hand, you chop that girl's goddamn hand off. What the hell?
No, man. I take it down the track.
Oh,
No.
go the right.
No.
I told you I don't like blood. I have no coordination. All the bones were broken in my body. I don't know what's happening.
I will say, I'll pretend that it's, because I know it's the hand and so it's weird, but I'll pretend that it's piercing damage, so half of your armor it can be included. I don't want to do all the armor because that doesn't make any sense because he's cutting your hand and there's no
I got
armor
you.
on your
Thank
hand.
you. Amazing.
But yeah, that's you don't need to take when you heal 10 an hour. Like I don't need you to, or 10 every 6 hours. Excuse me. I don't need you to take 11.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you slice her palm, the blood. You squeeze your hand because you know how to do this. You've seen Tarzian do it a few times. And
I judged him every time. I'm like, and I mutter in Elvish under my breath in Elvish on the, always on the fucking palm.
Yeah, like I was serious in that meme team. My dad literally yells every time because he's a hand reader. Yeah, he yells every time. He's like, that would just cut this and this and this, and they can't never use their hand again. I was like,
Yep,
it's a movie. So you squeeze it and it drips onto the amulet. You don't have the best control because that hurt like a mother, and you weren't prepared for that. And it kind of hits the metal first. What you didn't notice before anything was anything of any contrast was put on it is that there were tiny little rivulets and grooves in the metal itself. You never would have noticed it if it didn't have the blood on it. So as your drops and the liquid hits the amulet itself, it seems like the crystal is a gravity well, and it's pulling the liquid towards it, and it just makes these perfect little tracks down into the crystal. as soon as it hits the crystal, it pops. It lifts up off of both of your hands, and it starts to spin. And then a sort of what looks like a Faraday cage of electricity encompasses you all.
Including Pavis?
Including Pavis.
I shut him out.
Can we get this
Sparta kick his ass out. Yeah.
We all know what's coming.
This is our team building exercise.
This is all of us at once. Oh, no.
You got a GTFO, bro. You are leaving.
Dragon Age!
Can you make a might check for me, Cody?
Because I have initiative focus.
I sure as shit can make a might check.
If I gotta use Mind Blast, I will.
There ain't time for that.
I know.
So with my focus in might, that is an 18.
He's old. He wasn't expecting it. As the cage kind of forms into place, you just kick him.
So this is like this. Oh, that's right. This is like great granddad Dorian great granddad. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
He's like 75.
He's already had his kid, right? So like.
Yeah.
Good. I didn't sterilize him. I just was my quick check. Okay, I didn't realize he was quite that old. But good.
He's not like 70. No, that's Magister Illyrium is like 75. He's in his late 50s, but he's definitely has already had his child. So you kick him square in the ribs, and you just kind of see him go flying through the electricity the moment that you black out. And all four of you black out.
No.
We did it.
We dream? Can we dream?
Fade walk, let's go.
And you wake up, and everything looks weird. Navi knows where she is.
Yes! This is my favorite terrain, bitches! I immediately grab everybody and make sure everyone's close, and things are about to get really weird, everyone. Trust me and listen to anything I have to tell you. Do not listen to or trust anything or anyone else you see here. I promise it will go badly.
In case y'all at home don't know where they are, they have appeared in the Fade.
Is the thing still with us?
Is the amulet still with you?
Yeah. Do we have it still?
You do not.
Shit! Okay. Alright. It either moved or it didn't come at all. And fuck. Okay.
We're gonna go back to Deventer, and this old man with broken ribs is gonna be pissed.
And then we will be part of the 400.
Yeah. What's four more?
So, what do you do first?
Panic. I am going to look up a spell really fast while everyone gets their shit together. And that
I'm gonna go. While you're looking it up, she's gonna try praying to Dirthamon again.
See if he can reach us.
Well, if only at this point she's very little respect for Dirthamon, but now she's started treating it like a customer service line.
Mm-hmm.
She would most definitely like to have a word with the manager. This is unacceptable. This is not the help I was asking for, you.
Okay.
Fuck.
You're gonna make a
I'll wait on that.
Make a persuasion check, Meg.
You think I am, but probably not.
And what are you doing, Caitlin? I'm sorry, you kind of broke up a little bit.
It didn't actually. It's it isn't a thing that would matter right now, so I'm good.
Can I actually, since we're in the Fade, and this has to do with finding a spirit, can I try and enter summoning mode for my spirit healer business?
Yes.
It's okay. It the certain spells require that I be in summon in
Is this the DA mode. Is this DAO or DA2 where you or DA, which one is it? Where you have like the thing that kind
DAO.
of yeah. Is it?
And I think so. I have to roll a TN 14 magic spirit test. If I fail and roll triples, I must roll a magical mishap. On a success, you attract a suitable spirit and can cast spirit healer spells for as long as you stay in this mode.
Yeah, if you have that dude that follows you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you may.
I get my sword out because that's effective in this place.
Oh,
what's a persuasion? Is that cunning or communication?
Communication.
Then it's a 11.
And you just be like, Dirthmon, may I have a word with you?
Yo, Dirthmon, it's me, your girl.
Your girl. I'm in your Fade, Dirthmon.
I disrespect your Fade.
You want me out your Fade? You're gonna have to kill me.
Maybe not that one.
Yeah, man.
That's the Fade's default setting. Okay.
That is true, to be fair.
Okay, so with an 11, you said? Nah.
I got a 20 on my summoning mode, so I am in summoning mode.
You are in summoning mode, absolutely.
Right.
How long does that last?
It does not have a limit other than I can end it with an action.
Okay, so it's the stupid DA2 one at that point. Okay.
Although, to be fair, modes in DAO also have no time limit.
They just reduce your max mana.
They reduce your max mana.
That was actually the same mechanic for, I think, both 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And 3.
Oh, yeah.
But the difference in 3 is that you can have multiple modes up at one time. You just lose all of those mana.
You can in DAO too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in DAO, like you can have like Spirit Wisp, Rock Armor, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, all up at literally the exact same time.
Yeah, because the thing that Caitlin is that the Spirit Knight or Arcane Warrior, that you like the famous build was you had mana, you don't anymore, but you chop it. Like that's just what you did.
Yeah.
I was actually about to try to enter combat magic mode and shift myself partly, because if we're in the Fade already and combat mode shifts you partly into the Fade and partly into the real world, it should take part of me back into the real world to see if I can keep us like anchored, but that will cost way too many mana points to keep up per round. So I'm gonna hold on to that in case we really need it later.
Yeah, you can hold on to that.
Okay. So you are, you've landed in, I'm going to go with more of the DAI Fade than the DAO or DA2 Fade. So it's not like the fields of glory. It's like, you can't see the things around you in weird shapes. It's that it's just like a path, and there are like, mountains and shit around you. Of course, the Black City is in the distance. A lot closer though, because you're into winter. And you just see a shit ton of spirits to your right.
Well, now I feel like we need to enter combat mode.
Are they?
But can either of us, the mages, tell what kind of spirits they are? Like if they look like,
if you have spirit magic, they look spirit magic check.
I would like to do a spirit magic check. Thank you, actually, because
I don't have spirit specialization.
That's my staff. My staff is spirit specialization.
Oh, true.
So I'm going to take advantage of that. Hell yeah. 21.
Most of them are not malevolent.
Okay, cool.
Even though their deaths were violent, it wasn't unexpected. So
these are the sacrifices.
Absolutely.
Yeah, these are the sacrifices. Okay. Are we dead? Are we dead? We're not dead. We're still aware. Okay. I say we go talk to them and find out what's going on.
I poke her hand wound to see if it hurts her.
Ah! I punch him in the face.
I don't think we're dead.
I don't think so.
Listen, Walden, this is my neighborhood, and you will not disrespect me in it.
I was helping.
How?
Where
are you?
Where do we go? Maram.
Yes.
Maram, you got a directive from what's his name earlier to dream?
Garthimon. Yeah, he told me to dream.
Well,
right, well we are dreaming.
The impossible dream?
Yes.
He told me to flame on and dream.
All right. Well, we have a path in front of us. I suppose we follow it.
Sure. Should
All
I?
right. For right now, that's the safest thing because unless there's a portal right behind us to take us right back where we came from, and even that I don't think is a good idea. Following the Fade and trying to find our way through it, it's always its own sort of puzzle, but it is often the only way to get out again. So.
Exactly.
I would like to speak to the spirits if we are able to. Perhaps they would be willing to help us through. I know I said don't listen to anybody. That is still true. We take everything they say with a grain of salt. However, they are most likely of the creatures in here to be willing to help us for no ulterior motive, because if I was killed by that blood sacrifice and wanted to not be, I would want the people who did it brought to justice. Maybe just me.
Not arguing.
So are you going to try to attract a spirit from the grounds?
Yes, if possible.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
All right.
Right? You just... Spirit.
Ow.
I mean, that's what I did earlier.
Yeah.
That's how I got this one to help me out with healing people. I just went
15. 15.
You know that they will not leave that area. So if you would like to talk to them, you would have to go there yourself.
So we either have to risk going there or try to move forward. It's very easy to get lost here, so none of us are allowed to go wandering off on our own, alright? No one, including me.
Alright. I think it's best if we just move forward.
Yeah, let's do that. We know they're here if we want to come back, but wandering out there might not be the good idea right now, so.
Who should lead, then?
I will.
Mm-hmm. If we come across any of the green stuff that Master Pavus found, perhaps we nab a little bit of it.
Yep, absolutely.
So I'm sure there's more to it, but if that is the thing that he was missing to time travel, and we somehow don't wind up with the whole time traveling trinket on the other end, maybe this would be a good start to
Agreed.
Making our own.
Agreed, absolutely. All right. Well, this will be fun. I would like to make a I'd like to make an arcane lore check to see if I can tell what part of the Fade we are in, relatively speaking, or like where to go next if I've been to this chunk of magic nightmare before. I know it's constantly in flux and shift and all these things, but as a Fade guardian circle mage, I'd like to check.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Pow. Not great, but 14.
You have absolutely never been here before. The one thing you do know about Fade is that it does depend on your location. So because you are in Tevinter and because you're in a different time, the Fade looks very, very different than anything that you have ever seen.
Yep. I pull a full-on Gandalf and I go, I have no memory of this place.
It is still the Fade. You can still recognize it.
Yeah, no, I know. Just, yeah,
the
this
Black
exact...
City is still there and you can't ever get to it. It is very, but like I said, it is slightly closer than you've ever seen it before.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it is familiar in a way that if you were to walk, I'm going to use this again, if you were to walk into Disneyland Paris, the layout's similar, but it's everything's different.
Great.
Cool.
Amazing. Okay, cool. Then I will just move forward. Let's go.
Yep.
So you walk forward. What are you guys doing? Are you looking for something?
I would like to keep an eye out for this green crystal stuff, because that seems to be important.
I'm keeping an eye out for Ronaldo, Rodolfo, Rebus.
Alfonso.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep, agreed.
I want to look for a door out.
Yeah, I would like to look for some kind of pathways, and also keep an eye on landmarks, because whereas a lot of things shift and in the Fade, usually the bigger parts of where you're at sort of stay. Like, no, this weird tower, I've been here before. I know this sloth demon, he stays in the same place. Great. Like, I'm starting to landmark my way through so that I can help us navigate.
Absolutely. Can I get a seeing check from Navi, a searching check from Tarzian, a searching check from Leonid, and a seeing check from Maram?
You're trying
She's helping us navigate.
Thank you.
You know what? I was making some real cool... You know what? I was going to do some fun shit, but you don't get it now.
I apologize. What kind of check did you want me to be making?
A searching check.
Is that perception?
No, it's... Oh, yes. Yeah, sorry. Perception.
Okay.
Also, I only rolled an 8, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
16 on seeing.
15 on searching.
Okay, so... Navi, you're a little overwhelmed about the fact that you don't know where you are. You know the Fade. The Fade is your jurisdiction. This isn't home. It's weird. However, you do notice that there are, as you are walking down the path, there are two things that seem to be anchors, and that is the Field of Glory and the Magisterium. Those do not seem to change.
Good. I absolutely just make a note. I want to make sure that we don't stray too far out of visual from those for right now while we're finding our way around and familiarizing ourselves with people.
Tarzian, you were looking for a door. Nothing that you can see at the moment. What you do see, though, is that your spirit friend seems to have another friend. It is shapeless. It is a glowing orb. But it kind of seems to be trailing after your spirit friend like a puppy.
I have. Do I know what that is?
You have no idea.
Great, good. I will keep it quiet. I'm gonna be that person in a horror movie.
And that's why you'll die first.
That's why you'll all come down with me.
Maram, remind me 1 second what you were looking for.
Our friend.
Stand by. Leonid,
Yes.
you were looking for threats?
Green
shit.
green
That's right.
bits. Greeny bits. Yep, these.
So, how familiar are you with, like, dwarven crafts?
Well, you gave me the Blades of House of Dukin, so I am at least
That's right.
passingly familiar with the crafting of some dwarven blades, as I have one currently in my hands. I would think as a Grey Warden, we have a good relation with the dwarves, so I think I would have some solid familiarity with them. I don't have any particular focuses in like crafting or anything like that, so I don't have like an intimate knowledge, but I will have at least seen and hefted around some variety of weapons and or armor.
You notice that the rocks that kind of form the perimeter of the paths seem to be imbued with lyrium, but the lyrium is green. It's giving off the same like humming effect that lyrium gives off. You've seen dwarves craft things before. You've probably been down to Orzammar once or twice. You know what it looks like. So you know that the green stuff exists, but it's not in a place where you can harvest it yet.
Sure. Okay. Do I see some of that on the stones marking the path, but I don't see anything that we could grab for future use.
Yeah, there's no like formations of crystals yet.
Okay. Cool. I will share what I learned with the group.
As you continue walking, you find yourself in a crossroads. There is a way that you can go left, right, or straight ahead. Which path do you choose?
I would like to roll any kind of navigation. I'm embracing it now. To see where the hell to go next.
I believe there is a navigation skill.
I would like to wait and see if anyone else has a navigation skill and let them do it. And if they don't, I will do so. Nope.
It is a skill. It is cunning.
Not a skill any of us have. Okay, well, I will do this anyway. I have a fine cunning score, so let's go. Ugh. Ooh. 14. That's better than my 8 last time.
10.
14.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I heard teen, and I was like, I wasn't sure if that was a weird way of saying 10 or what.
Listen, I get excited sometimes. That is not a bad thought.
So what are you looking for? Are you looking for a way out, or are you looking for the green shit?
The green. Because we gotta, getting out is all well and good, but we gotta figure out why we're here and how to stop this thing, or how to manage this thing, or how to steal this thing. And if we just pop back in, we can't really do that. So I'm good looking.
You think that staying on the straight path, not veering off left and right, is probably the best way to go?
We do that then.
That's your fate knowledge. You're like, let's not veer too far from the path that we are on.
My fade compass is telling me we go straight.
As you cross through the threshold of the crossroads, you hear a bird cawing in the distance. And looking behind you, Maram, you see a raven, and it perches on a broken mirror that seems to be posted up against one of the sides.
She's gonna go over and look at it. Fucking, I gotta change my Vaseline now. This sucks. Damn it.
It tilts its head inquisitively.
Mm-hmm. Can I do a check on the mirror? Do I know what illuvians are?
Yes. All Dalish know of the theory of illuvians. You don't know that they still exist.
Do we not? Like, is that not knowledge of the Inquisition yet? Because, I mean, technically we've...
Morgan has the one that she held in Skyhold.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I make an illuvian check?
You can make a Dalish cultural check.
I'd like to roll for Illuvian.
I have cultural lore. Does that count?
That does.
Okay. Is Illuvian's check not a specific skill? That's so random.
I know, it's weird, right?
That really should be a focus. That was Meryl's focus.
It's fucking true.
18.
It is 100% an illuvian. However, it is
But it's broken.
Yep.
So I'll look at the stupid bird. Is this the one? Or do I need to find another one?
He kind of shakes his head.
Is that a shake? That's a no to which one? All right, we're gonna do this in two parts. Is this the one?
Shakes his head.
So I need to find another one.
Tilts his head.
Do I know which? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, do I know which of his two ravens this is? But doesn't matter. Ravens is ravens. Is he here, by the way?
He flies off.
Oh, fine. Go tell him he sucks.
A voice says from behind you, "What do I suck?"
Big old dicks.
You know.
Oh God, I hate this guy so much.
He's dressed in the Fane.
Is he actually there?
Yes, he is there. He is dressed more like Solus now, less like what he wore in the library. In the library, he was kind of dressed as like a maester from Game of Thrones, like with the brown robes and like everything that was very simple, trying to blend in. In this one, he is very much in the ancient elven outfit, but his is a little bit more armor based.
Oh, so this is a Trespasser Solus.
It's more Trespasser Solus, yeah.
Okay, I was like, you look. How that's an interesting choice.
Sorry, I should have been clear. Yes.
Turtleneck and chain. Okay.
Congratulations!
I apologize.
You found yourself here.
Yep, we did. So we could use some help now because we don't belong here, friend.
Oh, but this place is so wonderful.
Lots of things are wonderful. Don't really want to spend a lot of all my time there. Is there a way that we can get some of these I have so many questions. Yeah, sneaky bastard. Is there a way that we could get some of this green stuff out of here? And then she'll like whistle for you guys to like, Guys, look who I'm talking to. Look what I found.
He takes a deep breath. I don't know.
Well, someone else managed to.
No.
I mean, they did.
I mean, did you give it to them?
No. I'm in the Anderfels.
Well, then I'm all kinds of confused.
We got here because of a green crystal.
Yes. In places where the veil is incredibly thin, some fade material materializes on the other side of the veil.
Okay.
Places like Tevinter?
Places where thousands upon thousands of souls have lost their lives.
Oh, I hate that.
Specifically, the Fields of Glory.
He nods his head. Should you dig under the ground, you might find something important.
Well, we gotta get back to do that, don't we, buddy?
I wasn't the one that activated the amulet before it was ready.
I didn't know that it wasn't ready.
Also, if ready includes letting those many people die, I'm the wrong voice. If ready includes letting that many people die, I think we'd rather we not wait until it's ready.
Yeah, remember the horse blinders we all agreed to put on before this? Those 400 blood sacrifices get filtered out by horse blinders.
Shit.
You are here for a different reason.
If I ask you really nicely, will you tell us what the reason is?
He bows his head. You have a friend.
Please. We do. Is he here? Have you seen him? Is he here? Is he like us? Is he alive? Or is he like, whoo, them?
He is like them.
Oh shit, he died and he's here. If we go talk to them, are we gonna get lost here? Or are we still gonna be able to find our way out?
That depends on you.
Do you have a touchstone of some kind that you could lend us?
You don't need one.
All you had to do was click your heels together 3 times.
Is the golden orb puppy dog still by my spirit?
Yes. His eyes will cut to it and cut back to you.
That's what I thought. I think I found him, guys.
Where is he?
I can point to wherever the fucking thing
Behind
is.
you, like 10 feet, 15 feet, whatever.
Rolfonzo?
Not the big one. But do you see the like glowy orb thing?
Rolfonzo, is that you, buddy? I don't know why we've all become Irish tonight. It's not Harrigan's night. Is that
We're
you?
all embracing our inner Meryl.
The orb glows a bit brighter as he hears his name.
Oh.
Buddy, give him a rub.
Okay.
Your hand kind of goes through him.
I rub the ball. Oh.
Can you lead us to a place where you can manifest more readily?
It pauses, thinks for a bit, then bobs up and down.
Okay. Well, at least now we know exactly what year we have to go back to. Or we can find that out.
He kind of floats in front of each of your faces. Not yours. He doesn't know who you are.
Nope.
And kind of goes back to your spirit guide, though, because, yeah. And kind of Ghost Riders himself to follow the path.
Oh, bless you, you poor sweet boy. All right, we're gonna fucking. Is there anything else we want to ask him in the bob up and down or shake no kind of category? Like, hey, is this the place and time and date where it's best to save you? Yes?
I think we'll know that once we follow him a little bit more.
Yeah, good. Just making sure.
Is there anything else we want to ask the elf deity person?
So they're gonna be really pissed at me because I kicked a dude in the ribs, huh?
Maybe we go back to a slightly earlier time.
You aren't time
just a few minutes before. We're gonna go.
Oh shit!
We're gonna pop back in when and where it wants us to.
Great.
All right, she'll to Dirthamon and Elvin. All right, so here's the deal. I know you're getting some sort of kick out of all this, so I promise you, I'll make it entertaining going forward. You gotta throw us a couple more lifelines, all right, boyo? Because it doesn't work if we're all dead.
You've gotten farther than I thought you would.
See? We can get further, I promise you, but we're gonna need some help. This is a little out of our dearth. Come on.
But remember, I brought you to your friend.
Yeah, you did, and thank you so much. Your bird is very lovely.
That was hard for Miram.
That was very difficult.
It really was. She deserves a drink. She deserves
never so slightly.
Oh, he knows how rough that was for her.
Also, I have a plan on how we can spin it so that you don't get immediately executed upon return to the normal world. Bruh, some bullshit was happening and you were trying to keep him safe.
Yes.
So you did what you could and you got him outside of the electricity bubble.
I saved him.
You saved him.
Dirthamon nods and says, "It's electricity, man. And as of now, they think you're dead. So
embrace that." Yeah. Yeah.
When you wake up, it might be slightly different. You'll probably be brought in for interrogation.
If they see us.
Oh, they'll see you.
We could wake up very carefully.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I know we haven't rested a lot, so you all haven't seen me wake up, but I assure you it's a violent accord.
Great. Good.
The Ron Swanson night fighting.
Yeah, you do not wake up Leonid from within 5 feet. You get a 10-foot pole and you poke him.
We take shifts at night when we're sleeping, not because we're watching, just because we're like making sure he sleeps. That he doesn't kill someone while he's napping.
Yep.
Okay.
Leonid starts sound a lot like Cody.
I am a lovely sleeper.
But waking up, it's terrifying. I love you.
Dirthamon will put his hand almost on your shoulder. It hovers. Kind of like those, rich people do when they don't want to touch the poor. And
I hate this guy so much. Oh my god.
And he'll look at you in the eye. I don't know why, but you're interesting. So, before you get out of here, there's going to be something pretty terrible. And he pops away.
No more information. What the fuck? I hate it here.
You know, give him this. He's real good at keeping the secrets. Like, I see it. I absolutely see it. He's got one job, does it damn well. Do I agree with it? No. Is it a job we could possibly get rid of on the ship moving forward? I would vote yes. But so long as he's got it, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, quite frankly.
He stays on brand. That's important.
He does.
And he gives, like, hints that there are secrets without revealing them, which is honestly, it's a thing to marvel at.
I just feel like he gets bored, so he shares just so someone else knows that he knows something impressive.
Yeah, that's the whole secrets bit.
Yeah, I know, but...
There's no point in having a secret if somebody doesn't know that you have a secret.
Exactly.
No, we just gotta keep it interesting for him, so there you go. And something pretty terrible coming.
I've only known the three of you for about 30 hours, but I'm vaguely convinced no matter what you do, even if you try to make it not interesting, something weird will happen.
We guarantee we will kick an old man through a Faraday cage. That's what you get with this.
To be fair, if I was you guys, I would be pretty convinced this was all my fault.
Your fault?
Yeah, I showed up and then you time traveled. I showed up, bled in 2 bowls, and then you time traveled.
He has a
Not
really
like
good
I
point.
triggered it, but I'm just a bad luck trinket.
I mean, you do have a good point. However, Bethany sort of went through on her own, and I'm beginning to feel like Hawk already went through and did things, so we needed to time travel to be able to finish our mission. So, less bad luck, more very unstable catalyst, but I can work with that.
All right.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's a shirt for you.
I will take that.
Unstable catalyst.
This guy.
Who's Muppy's unstable catalyst? Who is it?
All right, let's follow Rolfonzo's spirit.
When we do, like, I can't really. I know Fate is not my favorite terrain, but since she got the warning from Papa Secrets, she's like hyper vigilant for anything that looks wrong for popping out at him.
Absolutely. So you follow Rafonzo's orb, soul, spirit, whatever, for probably like, I don't know, it's the Fade. Time has no meaning here. But for a little bit longer than you would expect. He takes you down a couple of different twists and turns. So you know that he didn't not die in the Field of Glory. So you're sure that he wasn't a sacrifice, at least there.
That's good.
Because you're pretty sure he's bringing you to where he died.
Yeah.
So
He's gonna bring us to what's his fuck's house.
Durkins.
Yeah.
But at least we can
Dracus.
see it
Dracus.
and know and save him from the future trauma
That's true.
in
Jerkis.
the past. Jerkins,
But I
yes.
will now name him
Nice.
Jerkis.
So he eventually brings you to a place that looks like any other place in the Fade, but this one is filled with a bed and a dresser and some shoes, fine leather shoes tucked under the bed, and a satchel. And there's a note on the dresser. And in the note, it has a letter to his dear mother. And it says that it explains what happened to him. That he was involved in some strange magic, got sent back in time, ended up in a place where he was not welcome, and was brought into a house with a very evil man. And he said that he really wanted to kill the man, but he couldn't because he knew what time travel did. So he did the next best thing, and that was to sacrifice himself to save another.
Oh no, I love him.
And so he kind of
get you.
He kind of bobs up and down when you read the letter, and it glows for a bit, and he forms in a spirit form, kind of looking like the Divine did in Dragon Age Inquisition. Bright white light. You found me.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Can't do his accent. I'm not going to lie. It was a rough going bit.
Sounds like it. Well, we're headed back to grab an amulet, and hopefully we'll be seeing you long before this. So, but we can't take you out of time, can we?
What happened?
That's a very long story.
If we knew, we would tell you.
A question for you, though. We need to know who you saved, so we can try to help, because bringing you back and then also letting another one be sacrificed is going to be rough.
He kind of fades as you say that, and he looks bashful, and he's like, I knew I shouldn't have done it. I tried. I not involved myself with what happened. But she looked so young. She was so scared. I don't know her name. She was petite and blonde, with these brilliant green eyes. I just hope she survives another day. Kind of just sounds like the woman that the two guys met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do our best to save you both if we can.
I screwed up.
No.
I shouldn't have done it.
No, you didn't.
Has it really been 200 years?
We went back in time 200 years, thereabout, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went back in time too?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, yep.
Just about
30 years after you.
After you, yes.
Yeah. We're going to try to go back in time again. A couple of times, actually. We have a bunch of time traveling to do. You think we could save you? That's the question. Because you couldn't kill Dracus because of time travel reasons. Can we save you because of time travel reasons?
Let's find out!
I think before you do, you need to find... No, you can... If you find the woman, I know it's difficult in a city of thousands and thousands.
Yeah, no, I know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, totally did that. Did the side quest first. Sorry.
Yep.
You mean
It was not
the
you mean this?
Yeah, she lasted another 10 years. Another 10 years. She's about to be blood sacrificed in the field of glory.
Yep.
He kind of brightens a little bit when he realizes that she survived that long. If you can find out if she had a family.
Did
kid?
she say something about having a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She had a child, yes.
That Rolfonzo's kid. Rolfonzo, you dog.
I feel like he would know her name.
You time traveled and fucked a slave? Come on, dude. That's rule number one.
It's Futurama. He's his own granddad.
Ah!
Gross. It's not his kid. She was pregnant when she was bought.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's why he saved her.
She did have a child, yes. I don't know what happened with them, because I don't remember if she said anything.
Weren't the kids there with her? I think the whole family was about to go.
I do not remember.
No, you did not. You don't know what happened to her child.
Okay. Well, good. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
My concern is that I already screwed up so much that 2 lives existed that shouldn't have existed.
In the grand scheme of things, I think we'll be forgiven 2. There's so many people dying here tonight, and that we can't save. But...
Or nothing got screwed up because
we go and pick you up before that happens.
Yes. Or because they were gonna get blood sacrificed. So time just fixed itself.
That's fair.
So if we grab you before it happens, she might lose about 10 years and a child. But you were going to die anyway?
And in a weird roundabout way.
Nobody that...
The fear of knowing your child is going to die is somehow worse, perhaps. So, it might be for the best.
Yes, I do suppose the life of a slaver and a slave didn't do anything grand. So, butterfly effect isn't too terrible.
Well, Drakus would have. That would have been bad. So I'm glad you did not do that.
I wanted to. My friend. I wanted to so bad. He is a bad man.
That is what we've heard.
People should not treat other people that way.
No.
But that is neither here nor there. I finally found the accent as I'm going away. And I believe it was yes, it was bad. It was 22 years of being a slave, only to die for someone else. I could not ask for a more honorable death.
Do you know what year it was whenever you first arrived?
It was the start of a brand new age.
Huh. All right.
Do you know where you arrived?
In Weishaupt.
In Weishaupt. So if we can find a way to go back to... It's always going to be Weishaupt. So if we go back to Weishaupt 30 years, we'll find you. Okay.
We do have a way to travel back to Weishaupt.
Yes, we do. It's the 30 years that's the real stumper.
Yep. Although the dude, the elf man said to dig. So we dig, we get an amulet, we put blood.
Yeah, like 400
question mark,
people
question mark, question mark.
Profit?
Yeah. That is Dirthamon's plan.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, go back, dig, blood on amulet, question mark, question mark, question mark, profit.
If Solus dies in there somewhere, that's okay too. But that's pretty much
you know. All right, well, I'm very sorry that you had to go through this. I did not know you, but that is not the life.
Yes, it's very strange to see a Tavine helping non-Tavines.
Well, you know, I'm from your time.
Yeah, it's still weird. We're all adjusting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there are a few of us.
Okay, so...
He'll clap you on the shoulder and it'll be weird because it'll kind of be like a shock thing, but it kind of goes through you too. and to be like, very good man, and don't you worry about me. I was proud of the life I lived, and if I should do it again, I shall do it again. But if you are successful, which I believe that you shall be, it will never have happened. Comme si, comme ça.
All right. Well, that makes looking for people much easier. If we get the year right, we should always find them in Weishaupt, since everybody seems to be connected to Weishaupt. So that's good to know. All right.
That's where we popped in.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. So we just got to power up the amulet, get the flux capacitor working, and then off we go.
Yep. First, we gotta get back.
Ooh, right. That is an important step in the plan.
Navi, any guesses?
It is time to navigate. Yeah, let's.
I love that too much.
Yeah, no, I'm upset with how perfect it was. Thank you. Thanks, fam.
She's thinking, I want to like say to whatever spirits are around, if you could, whilst they dream and think of the Illuvians, try to get my people to start calling them Navigates. Navigates. We're scrapping Illuvian. We're starting over again. It's gonna be a lot better. Trust me. Go to all the keepers. Let them know.
I appreciate all of this immensely.
That's the one thing. You guys are super, super early or good about not fucking anything up in the future, except for
that's
that.
the one.
That's
Yep, we changed that.
And can you imagine Daisy talking with any seriousness of I found this navigate.
Dalish's love of puns was born 200 years ago.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Yeah, let's party. Let's head on out.
So Rafonso fades away into his little golden orb. He bounces around, super happy. And he follows you because he's gonna try to protect you and make sure that you're okay the way that you are.
Love. Much love.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to try to get us out. That's all. I'm gonna try to hang. I make a navigation check. Hey! I stunt! With 6 stunt points. It's a 17, by the way, on my check. But I'm going to exploration stunt.
That prepares you for a next one, right?
Yeah. Any of them are basically the next time I make a test, I'm going to be able to do better things with it, or I can immediately make another one, discover more information. But I do not think I need to do that right now. I think I'll save it if I have to make another check, and I'll do a +1 to my next check.
So you feel like you know where you're going. You guys have gotten reinvigorated by the spirit of Rafonso. And you're pretty confident of the direction and the path to take. And you are about to turn a corner when something stops you. You don't know what, but it's just kind of a weird feeling. Make a spirit check for me.
He did say something bad was coming, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those rolls are not great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 15.
You're not sure if it's Dirthamon's influence, if it's Rafonso's influence, or if it's just a general good energy that you guys have put into the Fade so far. but somebody or some buddies are warning you. Prepare yourselves before you walk around that corner.
I tell them, I was like, if anyone has anything they cast it now. Something's coming we can't avoid. So...
And that's we're gonna end tonight.
Hey!
Yay!
All right. Nice. Well
I
done,
hope you
everyone.
guys have fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah.
Gonna go make celebratory tater tots because nobody died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
I mean, actually, no, nobody died yet.
Nobody died on our watch. Rafonso died
Yeah.
many years ago, and we can't stop that
And
right
those-
now.
And those blood sacrifices haven't died yet.
That's true.
Yet, that we know of.
We're in a
Not
nice
yet.
sweet limbo.
Yeah, exactly.
They are Schrodinger's blood sacrifices.
Oh my God.
If we just stop the game right now, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. They
Totally
may
good.
be dead. They may not.
You won Dragon Age.
Yeah, we did.
We won Dragon
Yeah, look
Age
at that.
twice tonight. We had
We
an
did.
18, and I had all my bones broken. So,
That's
Allegedly.
true.
yeah.
Yep. So next week, you guys, I'm sure you know, but you have. I know we've had 2 weeks of no combat, but you have a lot of
It's-
combat coming next.
It's
week.
about to go
Yeah.
down.
Yep.
We choppy
Yep.
choppy.
Yep.
Yes.
with
Yeah.
all the things.
Amazing. Amazing.
Cool.
I wish this RPG had Nightmare. It doesn't.
Ah,
I'm
Okay.
kidding. I would never
We're
throw
good.
Nightmare at you.
thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to say goodnight. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back tomorrow night around the same time, 8 p.m., 8:30 Eastern time for midnight. That is the name of the setting in the
Woo!
game. It's going to be a great time. We will see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.